No wonder. Perpetrating, man. Disrespectful out here. Folks, we got. Hold on. Because I ain't even shared the motherfucking shit yet. Hold on.
Is he waiting for me to pick? I'll go Lugo. I don't know if he's waiting or what the deal is. Wait, what up? Oh, word.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast, man. Game 1, NLCS. We got the Brewers, a.k.a. SleepyCucumbers.
Frozen.
And we got the Rockies, a.k.a. Quick, a.k.a. Drake Bell. And we're about to have a banger. We're in the Discord chat already, in the Discord voice party. So anybody want to come join the booth, slide on through. You feel me? I'm always welcoming color commentary and co-host to the show. You feel me? But real quick recap of the homies journey to the play, our journey to a path through the playoffs. Let me see if I can access. Where is this at? Where can I see like the media inside?
Don't fam that.
Hidden messages, threads, none of this. Image. Let's see here. Playoffs.
Who is pitching for the Brewers?
We are gonna have. Oh, okay. These are two pretty. Okay. Is he gonna go Lugo?
I mean, it's Hawk or Lugo. I feel like I gotta go Lugo.
He's going Lugo.
Priester. All right.
Priester.
Let's talk legend. Righty, we'll go Holiday.
Lugo and Priester, folks.
Lockridge. Okay. Got some speed. I did not play him this year. That's a lot of speed.
Okay, there it is. So obviously, Rockies had that classic series against the Padres. Brewers.
Damn, Garrett Mitchell.
They had to go through Blue Henny and the Marlins.
I love Garrett Mitchell.
And then we had Deceptions with the Mariners. Take out Hoodie World Season.
So fast.
That was 6/3 seed. And then Benoit took DCP out. That same night that the first round ended, we had Benoit and Deceptions play their game or their series, and Deceptions won that series.
Oh God, the market won't get played.
So now we are just waiting on the winner of this series to advance to the World Series, and we will see Deceptions versus whoever the winner of this series.
Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series.
Right,
it's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Colorado.
All right, folks.
All right, the stage is
Let's
set
lock
for what
in.
should be
Let's tap
really
in.
Good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Seth Lugo. What do we need to know here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat.
All right, folks.
He's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning.
First
change
pitch
it up for a hitter. Also,
of the NLCS is a ball outside, folks.
Top of the strike zone,
Ball
especially late
outside.
in at
It's a long-ass delivery. My God.
It is indeed. Oh, we get a swing right there. Is it going to drop?
Oh, dude, Roman's slow as fuck.
It did drop. Oh, ground rule double to start the game by Yainer Diaz with a leadoff ground rule double. The Brewers already off to a decent start.
Cedric Mullins.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would
This
really
is a
settle
very
the crowd
interesting
down and
matchup.
help
I'll tell you
take
this
that
much, man.
element out of the game early.
That's horrible.
Elite
Trying to
users.
not get to that ball.
2-1, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1. Let's see if he attacks the zone right here. Circle change. Oh, got him to swing. No, sir. That misses. 3-1 count. Runner in scoring position. Seiya Suzuki coming up to bat. I'm gonna get a foul tip.
What's good, brother?
What's up, brother?
Hope you guys can hear me right. I got a cheap mic right now, so the quality might not be the best.
Nah, you're good. I can hear you loud and clear, and I will. And actually, yeah, I got my my computer volume up, so they should be able to hear you loud and clear, brother.
All right, well, I'm tuned into quick stream right now. We got a full count.
Yes, sir.
Top of the first.
Oh, and he gets one past the first baseman. That might score the run. No, it will not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just tuning in, we have a special guest in the booth, co-host Chill Grapes, a.k.a. Duck Dodgers. You know, LA Dodgers, man, and they had a classic series in the first round. You know, so happy to have you on
Classic
board.
Tell series and whatever. What's up? Happy to be here, man. Let's watch some good baseball here, man. We got the two teams that everyone knew would be in the NLCS. You know, I don't understand why Henny continues to think that I'm the best one when I have no rings, but these were the real two favorites. Anyone who actually knew ball knew that these were going to be the two guys in the NLCS to end the season.
Well,
So,
and I knew
I'm not surprised at all.
I didn't know much about Quick, but I knew Cucumber was good. I mean, obviously, I knew you were good. Deceptions, a couple of others that I figured would be here. I didn't know Quick would be here until I played him. Once I played him, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's one of the best in League 2.
Yeah, well, me and Quick are very similar in terms of skill. It's just that his bats are just so... He's got so much power with his bats. And then you add the Colorado element.
Yep.
It just made his offense, I mean, it's as close to unstoppable as you could get.
I can imagine so, man. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, it was just the perfect pairing, in my opinion. Dude,
Another full count here. Loading the bases early would be really detrimental.
This is because he has Pete Alonso now up to bat.
There it is. And there it is. Bases loaded. No outs. I'm letting you know right now. Cucumber's locked in right now.
Oh, I bet.
Because he can take pitches, but he doesn't like to walk. So the fact that he's already gotten to several full counts early. We got a 20-pitch inning with Seth Lugo. This isn't looking to be, you know, the best start. We'll see if he can get out of the jam, but
Ooh,
I mean, you're lucky to only give up 3 runs here. There's no outs.
Yep. It's not looking very good. As another 3-1 count. He has to attack the zone on this one, and I think.
I'm letting you know right now, if he tries a front door cutter, it's getting smacked.
Ladies and gentlemen, that one is going, gone.
And he tried that cutter, and it got smacked.
Ladies and gentlemen, 391 feet, 92.7 miles per hour off the bat, 4-0 to start off the game.
Talk about an explosive start for Big Meat Pete Alonso.
Big Meat Pete Alonso. Heavy pause, but that is a great nickname.
When you're swinging the wood that big, baby, you can call yourself whatever you want. Come on now, talk to me.
I agree. You are right, brother. You are right. So now, okay, tell me this. Has Quick been in a position like this before, and how has he responded?
I mean, listen, he's at home, and it's still Colorado, all right? People should treat this game like it's a Diamond Dynasty ranked game.
Okay.
And anyone who's played Diamond Dynasty ranked knows that 4 runs early in the game means nothing.
Yep.
Now, if 4 turns to 8 and 8 turns to 12, I don't have too much to say about that. But he's still got the bottom of his inning, and Terrell's still got to pitch to his all-lefty lineup. So I think we'll have a better idea of what type of game this is going to be once, you know, we get to that bottom of the inning and we get to see Kyle Schwarber. We get to see, you know, those guys.
Yeah. Well, right now, I'm telling you right now, man, Cucumbers bats are lighting the fuck up, in my opinion, right now.
Listen, the Sleepies, we have a saying about MLB. when it rains, it pours.
Where's the double play
And it's
right here?
hurricane level winds.
No double play, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
quick right now.
Just the play at second. Runner safe at first. One out. Runner at first with a 99 steal. And there he goes for it. Goes for the steal. And he'll get there safely, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, Nesquik, he's going to have to control the running game of Cucumber, because if it's one thing that he's going to want to do, he's going to want to get those guys on bases. He's got several fast guys. He wants to get them on base, and he wants to get them to second. And he'll even take third if the opportunity presents itself.
Well, his defense has come up big right there with two nice putouts. But as we see, he's trying to steal third, and he gets there. All right. I think he'll be able to get out.
I told you, he is going to be aggressive on that base path, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pitch him out. You're going to have to make him think about it. You can't just say, oh, I'm just going to let him run first pitch every time.
And
Not with somebody that's good at the plate.
And
You got to try at least make him think about it. Give yourself some pitches where you know he's not running on this pitch, so you can pitch whatever kind of pitch you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As we get the out to end the first, the top of the first, ladies and gentlemen, 4 hits, 4 runs, explosive start to the game. Now we get to see how the Rockies respond, ladies and gentlemen. He's seen adversity before. Game 3 of the last series was electric. He stepped up when he needed to. He needs to step up right now. It's not do or die.
I can't lie.
Go ahead,
I'm looking at how that first inning went, and if Nesquik doesn't score at least 3 runs here, he could be in trouble, because the top of the order is coming right back up in the next inning. It's 9-1-2. And we could be seeing a repeat of the first inning.
I agree.
Especially if he can't lock it in at the plate and hit those spots.
Now, the question here is he going to be as aggressive as he was in Game 2 against the Padres, in which that led to a lot of mistakes and a lot of bad swings.
Listen, man, Cucumber's going to nibble. He's a better pitcher than Padres. He's better at locating his spots than Padres. You know, he's a pinpoint guy. He's gonna be triple bluing his pinpoints 80 to 90% of the time.
Oh, that eats him up at second.
Oof. Those are the kind of plays that he's gonna need, man. He's got to get on base for his big boppers. You know, solo home runs aren't gonna kill Cucumber when he's up 4.
Yep.
You're gonna have to get some 2-run shots, some 3-run shots. You know, trying to, get a big splash in once, because Cucumber's too good of a pitcher. You're not going to really be able to get a rally 4, 5, 6 hits off of him in 1 inning. You got to get 1 or 2 guys on base, and you got to make them pay with the big blast.
Oh, Schwarber would. Oh my goodness! I thought that was going to drop.
But see that right there? That's an example of Cucumber. I don't know if you noticed this, but he doesn't play with shifts on. He has his auto shifts turned off, so he's playing straight up the entire game.
Straight baseball, like no adjustment, no shift.
No, because, he pitches both sides of the plate. And when you go up against those extreme pull guys and you want to pitch to the outside of the plate, what happens?
Yep.
Those bloops, there's nobody over there. Next thing you know. And see, I'm not going to lie, man. I know that Nesquik is able to hit those pitches, but he's got to kind of take – you can't just swing at first pitch, second pitch every at bat, especially when you're down 4.
I agree.
See some pitches.
You have to have.
You know what I'm saying?
discipline.
Even if you take a strikeout here and there, you're going to have to see his pitches, and you're going to have to get the pitch count up. You just went 38 pitches in the first inning.
Yeah.
You don't have a good bullpen. When somebody floods you like that in the first inning with the grand slam, sometimes it's hard to come back from that. We'll see how he responds. 0-2 here.
I mean, hopefully he's able to use minimal pitches here. That way his starter can go a little bit longer. But, I mean, hell.
I don't see Seth Lugo going further than 4 innings. I can't lie to you, man. He's already at 41.
Not at this point.
The top of the order's up here again. You got 1-2 coming up. If I'm Nesquik, you can't let Pete Alonso see the batter's box in this inning, or the game might be over before it starts.
It says, please, Rattle221 says, please put a large graphic over Drake Bell's cam. we got to be able to witness Drake Bell in all his greatness, brother. You know, we have to make sure he's on full display right here.
I guess I should pull the chat up, huh? See what people are saying.
Indeed. All right, so we got a high fly ball to center. 2 outs.
And there are 2 outs.
I'm wondering, man, my stream is like 2 seconds delayed from yours.
Are you
Wondering it. I'm watching on my Xbox.
Okay.
Watching quick stream.
Yeah, because I'm watching it directly from Twitch, but I'm watching it off the PC, so you're probably a couple seconds delayed.
Yeah, that's all right though. I don't mind.
He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient
Excuse
here.
me. Okay. So he gets out of this inning. No runs allowed. Looks like he might be settling in, but again, like you said, way too many pitches in the first. Pitch count is already up high. I don't know, man.
Yeah, see, and quick, his sweet spot pitch, he wants to hit that fastball up and away. You know what I mean? Where he can really get into it, drive it to the opposite field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's his pitch. That's what he needs to be waiting for.
See, like right there, first pitch swing again.
You know, I understand it's in the zone, but sometimes it's okay to take a strike one.
Well, he gets
See
away
if he'll
with
put it
that
there
one
again.
right there.
So a man at first.
Yeah, he got away with that one right there. Now we have O'Neal Cruz up to bat.
Oh, hey, he's got a leadoff man with no outs. That's the first step.
Indeed, indeed.
Let's see, once again, swinging at that inside slider. He can't give him 0-1 so easily. Yeah, that's a good take. That's a good take.
There's another good take right there on that cutter.
He's going to make you take it. He's not going to throw it for a strike until you prove that you can take it for a ball.
There he goes swinging into. Oh, okay. So the speed is able to save him again. So he only gets 1 out to put out at second. But again, yeah, just.
Once again, you're seeing it. He's rolling over. He's sitting heater, but he's not really. He's staying off balance.
Yep.
And there's the.
That was going to be a double play, but I don't know. I think that was misplayed on Cucumber's.
I had to. Yeah, I would say that's probably a red throw there. If I had to assume.
Man, this is tough right now. This is tough.
And I know Nesquik is, he's upset, but these aren't good spots to get hits. You're swinging at a sinker down at your knees inside off the stripes.
Right.
You're not going to get a good result from that, even if you do barrel it up.
The runner from second comes around to score, and he gets bonehead play. I won't lie there. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, if he would have.
These are the plays that you make when you're pressing. He's feeling the pressure. He knows Pete Alonso is coming up in the next inning. And he's just pressing just a little bit.
Indeed. And, I mean, that might come back to bite him. I mean, that might come back to haunt him. I mean, you could have had runners on the corners. Oh, wow, that gets through, ladies and gentlemen. And that could be extra bases. That will be extra bases. He gets a double with Seiya Suzuki to start off the top of the third.
And just like that, you got a man in scoring position with the man who just put 4 runs up on the board in the first.
Would you call him Long Meat Pete?
No, long meat. Hey, yo.
Pause. we got a red throw right here. But yeah,
he's not
man,
going to go.
Okay, so that didn't cause the damage that it could have, But again, I mean, this is the heart of the lineup.
Yeah, Hunter Goodman's been an RBI guy all year. He might not hit for power, but he does hit for power. But he's still gonna, even if it's not a home run, he has, the ability to just find grass in these clutch situations.
Indeed. 2-1 count, 53 pitches, and just 3 innings of work, ladies and gentlemen. Not even 3 full innings of work.
And the thing is, Lugo does have high stamina. He can get into that 80 pitch mark. But you wanted to be at 80 pitches, in the 7th.
Indeed.
Not in the 5th.
And with confidence, too. Right now, his confidence is not that high.
And as you can see, because of that, all of his perfect pitches, they're hitting that outside part of the zone. And that's just an MLB glitch right there. That's something that's unfortunate. It happens with pinpoint pitching sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about that.
That's very unfortunate, man. I hope SDS fixes that.
It's happened to me before. It's happened to Cucumber before. It's just something that when it happens, you got to just try to get it out of your memory. But when you got a guy that's doing that, it's kind of, you know, you kind of are thinking about all these little plays, all these little, oh, I didn't get the strike here, I didn't get the call there. And that kind of adds to that pressure that you're putting onto yourself.
I mean, I agree. In big pressure situations, man, arise very often in the show, especially in VBL. You know, especially when you have two heavy hitters like this, man. I mean, right now, bases loaded, 1 out, 2-1 count.
He can't find the zone. Even when he's, and you know, the confidence is low, even when he's hitting the perfect pitches, it's going on the ball side of the PAR, not the strike side.
Yep.
So even when he's doing his work, he's doing what he needs to do. He's not getting the love from the game because he's already been rocked, and that was a good pitch to get back to a full count.
Good God, he misses another one, and he drives in a run off a walk, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I'm not going to lie, if I'm Nesquik here, you might have to start thinking about just letting Lugo wear this one. Preparing for game 2.
Yeah, I agree. Because right now, this could go from very bad to worse.
I mean, if we get 2 grand slams in 3 innings, probably won't now because he's going to tag to score here.
6-1, Victor Scott up to bat, ladies and gentlemen.
If Nesquik tries to sneak a cutter in here on the front side, it's does he glove it?
That almost
yes.
got through. That almost got
what a
through.
play from the shortstop. Who's that shortstop right there? Is that
Jose Caballero?
Cabrera. Okay, that was a good play by him. Definitely saved a lot more runs because that inning could have got way worse. And once again, Nesquik swinging at the first pitch every time. He's got to collect himself. But I understand, I've been in these moments. It's hard to when you're going up against a juggernaut. He's tattooing your lineup, and you know you're getting that as a result.
Yeah, and again, it's very unfortunate because he's literally his offense is just getting completely shut down. Oh, as I say that, I'll let you get the call.
A matter of time. It was only a matter of time. We are in Colorado. That's what I call a Coors Light special, because that's not a home run in any other ballpark.
A Coors Light special, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, you gotta love it. We got Murakami up to bat now. I don't know, man. Is it? I was about to say, is this the start to a rally? But we got a ground out to short. So, what is your approach here in a situation like this? If you're in Nesquik's position,
my approach, you gotta start trying to get into hitters' counts. Yeah, maybe he's throwing a strike on the first pitch, but if you notice, he's throwing strike ball. So if you take the first 2, like he just did, now you're in an even count again. You know, you got to see some pitches. He's swinging so freely. You'd think it was a tie game. When you've got the power that he has, you know, and pretty much your entire lineup can hit a double or hit a home run at any time, just like Nolan Gorman did there. You got to be patient. You got to let things come to you. You're not gonna come back all at once. You got to do it 1 run at a time. So patience here. Understand that you have power. You have the lineup. You got to just, you know, calm down a little bit.
Settle in.
Try and get a run or 2 at the bottom of the order. And then when your big boppers come back up again, that's when you got to explode.
And he might just be doing that right now. As he brings the runner around from second all the way to score, cuts the lead in half, ladies and gentlemen, 6-3.
And now he's got over Cruz, where 1 swing, he's down 1. Take the first 2 pitches here, Nesquik.
Wow,
That's going to get down. foul.
That one went foul. There it is.
Just late.
It seems it seems as though he's hearing you now. It seems as though he can hear you.
Well, you know, you get some momentum, you get some
my
run. Now it
goodness.
calms you down a little bit.
Perfect by O'Neal Cruz over the right field wall, ladies and gentlemen. He went 438 with an exit velo of I don't know because I couldn't see it. Home run to make it 5-6, ladies and gentlemen. Sleepy.
Listen, that last home run might Coors Special, Coors Light. But that one was a Cruz mitt. No doubter.
No doubter, brother.
Now, see, I think Cucumber, here's when going up against lefty after lefty after lefty is hurting you. Because he's gone in that down and in spot one too many times, and I think now Nesquik is starting to pick it up. Both the home runs came from the same spot, that down and in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. We were saying it could get ugly.
The nerves are out, whatever it is.
Oh, as you hear directly from the man himself, the nerves are out. Whatever it is, he's good. He's locked in. It's 6-5, top of the fourth.
Throw this game away, so.
And
See, here's the problem. You got the top of the order up here.
Yep. And again,
That's and here is a crucial moment for Nesquik. He just did a lot of good work. He just grinded his way to cut it to one. The last thing you want to do is to see all that hard work go up into a poof of smoke instantly in the bottom of the inning, or the top of the inning.
he's in trouble right now. I'm not going to lie. He's in trouble. Do you pull Lugo if you're Nesquik?
You can't, man. You can't.
He is.
You gotta. You've already scored 5 runs. You've proven to yourself you can score. If I'm him, I mean, who is he bringing in?
He was looking at Nola, but
Is he gonna?
can't bring him in.
Listen. This is game 1 of a 3-game series,
He's
and his
bringing in
bullpen
Nola.
already depleted. I don't like this move here, man. I don't like this move at all. I gotta say, I think this is a managerial mistake for Nesquik. It's only game 1. Even if you lose this game, you still got 2 more games in the last games at home.
Yeah, this could be I mean, this is a high-risk, high-reward situation. No, this is actually a high-risk, no-reward situation because you lose your starting pitcher, he loses stamina, so you lose a potential game out of him as he gets out of there with a double play. But
listen, Nesquik, he got out of it. He got out of the bases loaded. But here's the thing. If he doesn't come back and win this game, it's all for nothing.
Yep.
So this is a gamble that only is a success if you win the game.
Oh my!
Doesn't matter if you lose by 1, all for nothing.
You can get the call. You can get the call. You got
Big
the call
Meat Pete, and he sent that one to the concourse. 479. Absolute tater.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And then you can see it on his face. He knew it as soon as he released that pitch that it was gone. You can't give somebody like Cucumber a cookie down the middle just like that. I mean, that was a spicy meatball.
A very, very spicy meatball right there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What seemed to be like a decision that might have paid off went completely south in one swing, folks.
And here's the thing, he's the starter. So now he's already hit a homer off of Nola. And now you're seeing him for 3 more innings.
Oh.
I just, man, I don't know about that. I think he panicked and just like I told you, man.
Back-to-back.
That was a mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta just, because the thing is, you were in Colorado. There is no, let me try and get this guy out. Let me try and prevent these runs. You know where you are. You know what your pitching staff is.
Yep.
You got to wear some of that, and you got to just come back at the bottom of the inning, and you got to score runs yourself.
Indeed.
There's no bronze in the world that's coming out of the bullpen and getting you out of a jam against Cucumber. Not one.
Does he get to this? Oh, he does. All right. Crazy inning for the Brewers, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy inning for Cucumber.
And all of that work that Nesquik just did at the bottom of the 3rd has been erased.
Indeed. And you called it.
And he's lost another starter.
And there he goes, swinging at the first pitch.
That's not his spot, man. That's not where Nesquik wants the ball. Sometimes you got to take the good pitch to get the great pitch.
Yep. Now,
You got the top of the order behind you, man. Your first priority shouldn't be, let me try and smack something. It should be let me get on base for the top of my order.
yep.
Let them do the work. Let them bring you home.
Let's get some runs in with the top of the order, and let's get somebody on base. Man.
Whenever I'm using my 9-hole hitter, my approach is always on base first.
We have 2 quick outs.
Because there's nothing more backbreaking, especially in the playoffs, than when your 9 guy gets on base. I mean, we saw it last year with the Dodgers. Andy Pages, at the bottom of that order, won them a World Series.
Yep.
Your 7, 8, and 9 guys are the keys to you being successful in the playoffs.
I agree. I agree 100%. Did he just walk Schwartz?
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Not one bit.
I mean, you had a guy that hit 40 home runs. I know Murakami hit a lot, but he didn't hit 40 in the regular season. And there you go.
Gets out of the and look at the difference, folks. 10 hits for both teams. But you have a 4-run deficit right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Difference is, Cucumber has cashed in when he's had mid on base. And Nesquik has left a lot of guys touching the bags.
Yep. 100% correct, brother. 100% correct.
Well, these Brewers digging into their numbers.
Let's see. Let's see if Nola can get through this inning without allowing a run.
Out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
So he's getting him to fish now. Nesquik has to settle down, settle in, lock in.
I mean, listen, you've committed to Aaron Nola now, so at this point you got to just ride him.
Yep.
Even if he scores 5 more runs, you can't waste a starter and 3 or 4 bullpen arms. You've made this decision now. You got to commit to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the saying says, man. You made your bed, now you got to lay in it.
Now, see, you see that first pitch there, that high changeup? I know people might be watching that thinking, that's a bad spot. When you play somebody like Cucumber, a pitch like that actually isn't the worst, especially when you throw it early in the at-bat. Because he's not looking at that spot. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to throw those unconventional pitches that you think you'd never want to throw, because he's not going to be looking at that spot, so it can catch him by surprise.
Victor Scott gets into with an infield single. Top of the lineup.
You know what I mean? Those that down and away in the corner. He's looking at that. He knows that's where he's going. He's been going there all day.
And a player like Cucumber pays attention to those things.
Mm-hmm. You gotta switch your tendencies. You can't go to the same spots over and over.
Okay. So he might get out of the inning. He does. Okay. Let's see if Nesquik takes a less aggressive approach. He has Nolan Gorman up the bat. I don't know.
Well, man, I think he's committed to his strategy.
Indeed he is. He gets through though. He gets through. Lead off infield.
I think he's gonna live and die with his swings, man. And honestly, he's been playing that way all year. So, you know, when I played Nesquik in the regular season, he was doing the same thing. He was swinging at a lot of early counts, but in those games, he was getting a lot of home runs. He was scoring. You know, now he's rolling over into double plays.
Yep. A lot of the balls that he's swinging at are outside of the zone.
Yeah, and you might be thinking 5 runs. You know, that's a decent amount for the 5th inning. Not when you're playing a guy like Cucumber in a park like this.
Yep.
Nesquik is going to have to score somewhere in the range of 12 to 13 runs to get a win in this stadium.
And with the way he's been approaching the dish, it's gonna be tough. He's not getting into hitters.
Yeah, because he's relying on trying to just hit a homer every swing. But when you spent the entire regular season hitting homers, it's almost like the New York Yankees in real life. They spend all year hitting tanks in that Mickey Mouse ballpark, and then the air gets a little cold in November, and they're still taking those same approaches to the plate, and you're playing better pitching, and those are these are the results that happen.
Yeah, the bats don't come through like they did when it was nice and warm. Seiya Suzuki up to bat, ladies and gentlemen. Man, this is a very sticky situation. It's very tough. I mean, again,
you got to just remember though, it's one game. That's what Nesquik has to tell himself here. It's one game. I've beaten Cucumber before. I can do it again.
See, the one thing I will say about playing Cucumber is if, and I think you mentioned this earlier, is you can blooper him to death. If you can find a way to get bloopers down, get dribblers through, get guys on base, you can stay with them. But you have to get into hitters counts. You have to be smart about it. And as you mentioned, Nesquik is going straight power, straight, just swinging through the ball. So, I don't know. Maybe game 2, Nesquik changes the approach. I doubt it. The approach has been paying off for him all year long.
I don't know if you noticed this, but earlier I mentioned that Nesquik's sweet spot was that high and away pitch. How many of those have we seen today?
Not a lot. I wish I could go into the.
And I would say not as many as you think. Not as many as you think.
Yeah.
And the reason why he hasn't gone there yet is because he doesn't have to. You got to get into the hitter's counts before you can see your sweet spot, because people know. You know what I mean? These are two vets. Cucumber knows where Nesquik wants the ball. Nesquik knows where Cucumber wants the ball. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I don't think Nesquik has thrown a single pitch all the way up and in. If he goes up and in, he goes a little bit down. He never goes all the way up and in that corner, because that's a Cucumber sweet spot.
Yeah, when he does attack it, he attacks it out of the zone. Nothing that's
Exactly.
necessarily hittable.
That one strike he got there, he needs to be thankful. That's not something that he can do multiple times in an at bat, multiple times even in an inning.
But that also could have been because Cucumber wasn't even expecting it.
This is true. But the thing is, when somebody like a batter like Cucumber, if you throw him something once that he doesn't expect, you're not going to get him twice. See right there, that front door cutter? He fouled that off. He was very early because he knew it was coming.
Goodness, David Hamilton rips that one, ladies and gentlemen.
And what did I say, man? You can't give Cucumber the same thing twice. He will adjust to it. He will make you pay.
It's DCP says, "What's a DCP sweet spot?"
What's a DCP sweet spot? How about a curveball that's just low outside the zone and you slam the shit out of your PCI and crank it for it? Pretty sure that happened to me earlier today in our other league.
Man, this is yeah, like I said, it could have gotten from bad to worse, and that's indeed what's happening right now. That's indeed what is happening.
DCP said not wrong. Come on, brother. I know you, man. I know you. I know my boy.
Let's see if he tries to bring the
Another
runner around
perfect
in a second.
and
He will not.
And I think this can all be traced back to Aaron Nola.
I agree.
That was the decision that changed this game. And so you see what I mean? Now he's trying to go bet. You can't. Now he's depleting his bullpen again, man. These are guys you might need in game 3. These are guys you might need in game 2.
Yeah.
You're not winning this game. Right now it's about managing the series, not managing the game.
Yeah, at this point you got to play damage control. Like you said, you got to manage the rest of the game. Don't worry about the rest of the series at this moment. Gets out of the 6th right there, or gets out of the top of the 6th. His approach at the dish has to change. We mentioned that before already, but
It's not going to change in this game. This game, it's over.
yeah.
He's got to, at the end of this game, I don't know if they're going to play another one tonight, but if they do, you know, maybe step outside, you know what I mean? You know, do a little regrouping, you know, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, just try to come out in this, you know, you got to just, if this was real life and I was the manager of this team, I'm just burning this tape. I'm throwing it away, and I'm saying, guys, that game 1 never happened. We just got to focus on game 2, all right? Game 1, it's over. We're not even going to look at it. We just got to focus on putting together more quality at-bats and putting together better swings.
And slightly more plate discipline. Slightly. Yeah, he went with the hit and run right there, but lines it out into the center fielder's glove.
Back to the top of the order.
Roman Anthony at the bat. Man, I did not expect, and of course you know both of them better than I do, but I did not expect Nesquik's bats to be shut down like this.
I am not surprised because Nesquik's bats actually have not been shut down. Nesquik has plenty of hits,
Yeah.
but it's swings like that that are hurting him.
True.
You know, he gets the guy on base and then he hits it to a double play. Or he gets the guy on base and he pops up twice on pitches out of the zone.
Blue Henny says this score makes me feel not as bad for losing my series.
Well, listen, man, I don't know what other people think, but Cucumber's the best guy in this league.
Cucumber is extremely good. I only got to play him.
You know, if he was the type of guy that didn't care about defense, didn't care about having speed on the bases, he'd hit 1,000,000 homers a year and no one would ever beat him. If anything, he's almost nerfing himself by not giving himself more power bats.
Maybe he's just trying a different approach for this season.
It's not. This is a Cucumber team.
Okay.
He's gonna have some good guys at the top of the order, and the back of his order is gonna be a lot of speed, a lot of high contact, a lot of high vision, a lot of good defense.
Take this call as well, brother. That's a sleepy ball.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. At this point, we might as well leave to save traffic, because this one is over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And you can see it, on Nesquik's face.
Yep. This is
that swing lost. That he now at this point he doesn't believe anymore. Maybe before he might have believed he could use. Now it's over. In his mind, it's over. He's accepted the loss fully.
DCP says Cucumber has a kryptonite. What is it, DCP?
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy.
The kryptonite.
Grapes knows.
Yeah. The kryptonite. Huh? Here's the thing about the kryptonite. You know, kryptonite is a rare element. You know,
Yep.
It doesn't just grow on trees. You need a very specific set of circumstances to create the kryptonite. So even if I told people what the kryptonite was, it wouldn't do them any good.
All the planets would have to align
Exactly.
for it to work.
Exactly.
And it would have to be on a full moon. As we get another base hit. This might be extra bases. It will indeed be a double. Pete Alonso with a double, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
So, man aboard, Hunter Goodman.
By the way, everybody, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Thank you very much for tapping in. Quick has 1, 2. What? Quick has 1, 2. Moses pitching staff, AAA player. Oh, okay. I see what Blue Henny means.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite.
Damn, so it's his pitching, huh?
That one outside.
But even then.
Balls, no strikes.
Even then.
Listen, man, Cucumber is just that guy, man. He's a very good hitter. And when you give him a fat PCI, pitching a bunch of bronzes, not going to have a good result, especially in a hitter's ballpark like Colorado. You know, he's a World Series regular. you know, legend 900 guy, DD regular.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These some bronze 72 throwing 93 miles an hour, or some dude with a accuracy cone that takes up half the strike zone. You're gonna have to bring your bats to beat him, because he's gonna bring his.
Yeah, and we're seeing.
And not only do you have to bring your bats, you have to be patient. You know, and when someone is as good as Cucumber, and he's constantly putting pressure on you, and he's constantly getting hits, constantly getting runs, it's hard to stay patient.
DCP says Davis Martin did it, but that was in playoffs. Dang.
It's true. That's true.
19 hits for 13 runs, 12 for 5. This is, I mean, this is just one of those games where it's a head scratcher, because again, it's just, it could have been.
It might be a head scratcher to you, but to a lot of veterans in this league, this isn't a surprising result. After that first inning, after we saw how locked in he was at the plate, because remember, it wasn't a hit that got Pete Alonso on. It was a walk.
You're right. You're right.
In the first inning, you got to really be locked in to be walking in the first inning with guys on base and no outs.
See, the reason why I said it was a head scratch is because he made changes he didn't need to make, and he didn't make changes that he needed to make. Like he didn't change his approach. But again, we spoke on that. You know, he's not. That's just what he's doing.
Because the thing is, he's finding just enough success with it to make him not change. You know what I mean? He had the big inning.
Yep. You're right.
So that was it's almost like that was a little bit of fool's gold there. You know what I mean? Because he had success, but he had bad habits with that success. And you know, when you have bad habits in baseball, you know what happens.
Yeah, indeed. Well, and obviously, you know, it's a 13-7 game, bottom of the 7th. So now I want to ask you a question, you know, aside from the game. Obviously, being a vet, being a member of the league for a very long time, and, you know, being one of the favorites to win it every year.
I don't know why. I have a heartbreaking playoff loss every year, yet people still believe in me. I don't know why. You know, I'm like the Dallas Cowboys of the VBL. But go ahead and continue, man. Go ahead and continue your.
But you know, being a veteran and being a top tier player, you know, when you go to build your roster, what is your main approach? What is the thing that you look for the most when building your roster?
See, the thing about building a roster is that you have to. Everything is really, to me, everything is always based off of what pick I have in the draft.
Okay.
The pick you have in the draft determines, to me, the type of team that you can build, because certain players come and go. Certain things I know from being a veteran. For example, you know, getting that, I had pick 7, I think, 7 or 8 this year.
I believe so.
So I was inside the top 10, but not inside the top 3 or top 5. So when I see that, I'm letting myself know already. From that pick alone, I'm taking the Dodgers staff, because the value at that spot, that's the highest value pick. You know?
Yeah.
Now, and the thing about it too is also your first pick a lot of times determines what your team is going to be.
True.
You know what I mean? So as soon as I picked the Dodgers, as we got another, yeah, that's just window dressing right there. One down the middle, and you know where it's going. But you know, once you have that first pick and I pick the Dodgers, I know that my team is going to be focused around pitching, because one, the Dodgers have a pitcher-friendly stadium, and I'm going to play in October against any good person in the regular season, and then the playoffs, it's going to be October.
Yeah.
So I know that when I'm playing at home, a lot of my games are going to be low scoring. So with that, you know, the next few picks that I had, it was all about trying to secure as much top of the lineup power as possible with my limited picks, because the power in this league in terms of high overalls, tradable assets, yeah, you can get a bronze, you know, power bat maybe in round 5 or round 6, but do you really want to reach for that in round 3?
No.
Probably not. There's gold and silvers on the board that will, you know, have higher trade value. So that was really my approach, just trying to get left-handed power batters that I know that I can have success with. So, you know, I picked Kerry Carpenter early. That's a guy that I've used before. Special K is the nickname that I've given to him. I know I can have success with him. I picked Vinny Pasquantino because I liked his swing, and I liked his combination of contact, power, vision, and high clutch. So that way, if he's got guys on base and he's going up against the lefty, he's still got 80 clutch with the 60 power and the 80 vision. So he's still a threat from the left-handed, from the left-handed side. And you know, once I have, you know, figured out my power lefties, now it's about finding protection.
I hear that.
It's about finding those bronzes, those silvers that might not necessarily have the stats against righties, but they're really good against lefties, and they have high clutch. That's something that I look for in all of my players is high clutch, because I know as a hitter, I know I'm going to get guys on base. I know I'm going to get hits.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that when I have the back of my order up and my 5 guy got a double to lead off the inning, I need to make sure that my 7 and 8 guy aren't going to sell me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really, you know, that's my draft philosophy for this year. Now, I've had teams where I've had picks where I kind of just go all in, try and get as much power as possible. You know, a lot of times I do try to get a speedy center fielder with a good arm, you know, to kind of patrol that middle, so that even though I might have a slower corner outfield, I know that the middle, the gaps, they're going to be safe because I got that 99. You know, I've had guys like Byron Buxton out there, you know, something along that ilk. Maybe not always with the bat, but, you know, Leody Taveras I've had out there in center field. You know, you see the type of player that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, because
But once again, no, go ahead. Answer your question. I don't want to ramble too.
No, you're good. No. The more insight, the better, man. Because I mean, obviously, like everybody builds their roster differently. Like, you know, I once I drafted players I liked, and then once I realized, hey, man, I love Jazz Chisholm. You know, he's one of my favorite players in real life, but I can't do shit with him. You know, traded him away. I had Manny Machado. Couldn't do shit with him. I think at some point I had Byron Buxton, one of my favorite players. Couldn't do shit with him. So I decided to, you know what? I'm not a power hitter. I'm not gonna hit home runs. I'm not gonna hit the shit out of the ball. I'm gonna go with contact guys. And so I think I have a top 5 contact rated team in the VBL. Which, I mean, as we get a home run right here by Schwarb, 14-9, but
that'll make them feel a little bit better. That'll make them feel a little bit better going into game, going into game 2.
Yeah. I don't see cucumbers selling here at all. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. But yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no, I don't think so either. But you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. You know, Benoit did have a 7-run comeback against Cucumber that he ended up winning at home. But that game was later at night. So, maybe you could say might have been a little tired. That might have affected things.
Drake Bell definitely going through his bullpen. Oh, DCP said drafted the White Sox right where I wanted them. Derek Hill is elite.
Exactly, and that's also where you need to think about it too. Is you need to decide early how good of a pitching staff do you want. And I'm not gonna lie, the draft this year surprised me because there was a real pitching staff run
Yeah.
in the second inning, not second inning, in the second round that I really did not expect. It almost seemed like a couple guys kind of picked a staff at the top of the second round, and then people kind of looked around and they realized these pitching staffs aren't as balanced as they used to be. There's about 5 or 6 teams who have good staffs, and the rest it's kind of pieced together. So you know there was a lot of people who might have realized that and got their staff, and you know once you see that, you got to make a decision. Am I gonna try and get my staff now, as that's when the game, you know, when it rains it pours, like I say.
Yep. No,
But you know, when you're looking at pitching staffs, you got to decide: am I gonna try and get a staff now, or am I just gonna not get a good one? And in Nesquik's case, you know, Nesquik, he decided, I'm not gonna get a staff. I'm gonna go all in into power, and I'm just gonna get the Rockies staff, and I'm gonna play in the fun ballpark and hit a bunch of homers. And I mean, it got him to the #1 seed, got him to the NLCS. And it could get them to the World Series. The series is not over by any means.
it is not. It is not. But it's just going to be interesting to see how he reacts to, you know, how he reacts.
Now I
to
will
games
say
in
this.
Milwaukee.
I will say this.
Great hits right to
If Nesquik can get a couple guys on base with no outs, we'll have something interesting. The only problem is he's going to have to do it with the bottom of the zone.
He's got the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up.
Swing and a ball hit out
How is
towards
that
left
not
center field. Suzuki
better
running
contact
hard
than
for
that?
it.
Come on, dude.
Actually, you know, when you
That's good
go all in
Next
into
the
power,
Rockies, Jose
Right to the left
Caballero.
bit.
you're going to be drafting, you know, some bronzes who have power, but they're still bronzes for a reason. There's holes in their game. And a lot of times the hole is low contact, low vision,
There's 2 away.
low clutch.
Yep. And those are super important.
Rockies down to their last out.
Super
O'Neal
important.
You know, when you play a guy like Cucumber who's going to hit his spots 90% of the time, and he's, I mean, I don't think he gave him a single pitch down the middle of the entire game.
And
You know, so when you know you're going to be hitting the corners,
Ooh.
that vision, that contact, that's huge. As we get some firewood here to end the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game 1, 14-9. The Brewers take one on the road to start the series, to start the NLCS, ladies and gentlemen. The question now is, can Nesquik bounce back? Next game's going to be in Milwaukee, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not going to be in the hitter state. It's not going to be in Colorado's hitter park.
See, I know a lot of people might be thinking this series is over. Cucumber's going home. He's about to win this. The fact that Cucumber got to play in Colorado almost was an advantage to him because he's a guy that's gonna be able to locate and get perfects. So in a ballpark like Colorado, you know, those barrels are turning into home runs.
Yep.
All those barrels might not be home runs in a pitcher-friendly ballpark like, you know, like All-American. And that might actually benefit Nesquik because now his swings, his 1 or 2, 3 homers, might be just what he needs to get over the top.
Yeah.
Where you could have a situation where Cucumber's the one that has 17 hits and only has, you know, 6 or 7 runs because he wasn't able to get him home because maybe he hits a perfect fly out. You know, maybe he hits a good contact on the screws, you know, right up the middle.
Yeah, you're right.
You
You're
know,
right.
and
It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. I'm definitely excited. They said that, I believe my insider sources are telling me that, we might see Game 2 in 15 minutes. I don't know about you, brother, but I'm going to be down for that.
yeah, man, I'll be here. I'll be here for the broadcast.
Hell yeah.
You know, if you honestly, right now, since we were waiting, this would be the perfect time. If you had any questions, you know, anything you wanted to ask, this is the perfect time right now while we're waiting. You know, if anybody's in the chat wants to ask me a question, feel free. This is the perfect time to do it.
We got.
If you
Yeah,
want to talk about BBL, if you want to talk about, what's my plate approach, how do I approach pitching, anything like that, go ahead and feel free.
well, actually, I do actually have some questions. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat right now. I think they're they're still here. But ooh, all right, we're getting some dings. Let me see what's going on. All right, cool. So yeah, one of my biggest questions, man, is obviously I played you twice. Sal Frelick went crazy both games. You were,
Right. That was actually right after I traded for him. So those were like the first few games that I got to play with him.
Yeah. You obviously gave me some big time advice, big time pointers with the PCI and the pinpoint, man. With overall with the PCI, obviously you get to swing more. You get to focus more on where your spots are at and stuff like that. When you're in a hitter's count, you're 3-0, 3-1. You obviously have the green light, man. But what in your like with you? How do you know when to use the power swing, the contact swing, or the normal swing?
Well, it's pretty simple. You swing with A unless they bring the infield in, and then you swing with B, and you never swing with X.
Okay.
Swinging with X is one of the highest risk, lowest reward things you can do in this game, because what swinging with X does is it eliminates your entire outer PCI, which means now it eliminates your ability to foul off pitches.
Okay. And
so if you swing with X, it's pretty much if you don't hit the ball within the inner PCI, you're pretty much going to swing and miss. And not only is the inner PCI going to be, or the outer PCI going to be smaller, in some cases the inner PCI might shrink as well. And yeah, if you time it up, you might hit the ball harder.
Mm-hmm.
But if you time it up with the A swing, you're going to hit the ball hard most times too. Yeah, you might get a result you don't like, but that's baseball. Nobody hits 1,000. Nobody is going to hit a home run every time.
I agree.
So I'm swinging with A most of the time, and only in very specific situations am I even going to try to swing with B. You know what I mean? Let's say it's one out, man on third. They bring the infield in to prevent the bunt. Try to swing with B, even if you are a little bit off, or even if you put a bad swing on it, there's a chance that the ball might just go where the defense is not, and now you've scored that run. But other than that, I'd say 95 to 99% of the time I'm with A.
And do you ever rush the zone? When you're able to push it to the right inside or outside.
Oh, in terms of ambush?
Yes.
There are certain situations, yes, where I might ambush. But, I try to pick and choose when I do, because the problem is that, when you ambush, you're now kind of eliminating one half of the plate. And when people pitch me, they never pitch me just to one side. So, I'm really playing a huge guessing game. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might ambush to one side if I have a smaller, stat hitter, someone in the back of my lineup. And, let's say the person's been a little predictable on his first pitch the entire game. All right, now I might try to ambush you early in the count. But now once we get to 2 strikes, there is no ambush. You have to protect the plate. And protecting the plate isn't going all in on one side.
I hear that. In terms of off-season approach, obviously, we're getting to all pick our keepers and stuff like that. Any specific pieces or anything that you're looking to add in the off-season?
I'm not gonna lie, man. Because I'm always in the playoffs, I always end up being closer in the back half of the draft, in those 20s picks. So my draft strategy is always based off of the picks that have gone before me. And also how many people have rated my team. You know, because I am, I'm a good. One thing I pride myself in is I always draft well.
Yeah.
You know, whether I draft a team that's more based off of having a very good hitting lineup, whether it's more pitching, you know, whether it's a little bit of both, I'm always able to build a good roster. So I'm always first and foremost worried about who am I going to lose. You know what I mean? Because when people, you know, there are less saves now than there have been in previous years. You know, but in previous years it would be if you made the playoffs, you know, you're lucky to even see, you know, 8, 9 saves, and the people who didn't make the playoffs, you know, they're pretty much saving their entire team.
Yeah.
Because of the way the reward system was set up and all that. So a lot of times the good teams, and you know, that's probably how it's designed, because you want to try and even them out. You know, make the good teams a little bit worse and make the bad teams a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what I'm focused on. Who am I going to lose? And if I do lose them, can I replace them in the draft? Or is it something I'm going to have to trade for in the regular season? You know, so everything is kind of dictated by other people's. It's sometimes you can go in it with a plan. You know, like for example, if I was to draft a Nesquik team, my plan in the offseason is I'm picking arms. I'm picking the best pitchers available, and I'm probably going 2 bullpen guys, honestly, because at the end of the day, the bullpen guys are going to be in the game more than the starters. They're going to play on a regular basis, and they're going to come in at more crucial times of the game.
Yep.
And you know, if I'm having a shootout with somebody because I have a bunch of power, I'm going to prioritize being able to bring in a good reliever in those later innings, so I can put up zeros and then, you know, come back in the next inning and you know, hit homers and take the lead. So that would be my plan. But he has a very hyper specialized team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now there are some things that I always look for in a draft. I always look for bullpen. You know, to see, you can never have too many bullpen arms, especially as a playoff team. You know, I always look for speed. You know, and then I look for guys that, you know, might be lower rated, but who are playing well in real life and have potential of going up in the update. Because the update's going to happen and probably somewhere in the middle of season 2.
Yeah.
And that's going to change the dynamic of a lot of teams. So if you can grab that bronze that turned into a silver, or that silver that turned into the gold for nothing, pretty much, in the off-season draft, and then maybe flip that for someone that you actually want, you know, consolidate. Now you have an extra gold, maybe you package those 2 golds in a silver, you get yourself a diamond.
Yep. And that is going to be huge. The roster update, you know, changes things. It changes the landscape of really a lot of rosters, to be honest with you. And that's going to be very interesting to see how different people approach it. Because some people play the game just to play the game. Some people don't keep up with how folks are doing in real life. And, you know, it ends up biting them in the ass. I mean, obviously some people aren't, you know. I would expect everybody in VBO to be, you know, comp level and to have that kind of idea, you know, that knowledge to, you know, take into account who might or might not get upgraded in the update.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. And because the thing is, the update is not an exact science. There's no exact thing that says this guy hits this much, he's going to get this much of an increase.
True.
Every update, there's always plenty of guys that you might feel like, wait, why didn't he go up more? Or, you know, why did he go down as much as he did? So it's not necessarily an exact science. It's just like, really, it's like drafting prospects.
True.
In real life.
True.
You know, you look at someone's performance and you try to project, based off that performance, what's going to happen in the update.
You've been one of the vets from BBL, man. So I think it's fair to ask you this and give us your insight. Top 10 would be a little bit too crazy because I feel like there's been a lot of new members coming in and out. So in your opinion, who would you say are I'm going to go with a weird number, but I'm going to say top 6 just because, you know, it could form a little bit of a playoff bracket. But who would you say are your top 6?
Top 6
no matter
of all time that I've seen in the league?
Well,
or just
that are currently in the league and that no matter what team they would get, they would be able to ball. Like, they would be able to still remain a top user.
Well, I'm gonna put Cucumber in there. I'm gonna put Nesquik in there. I'm gonna put Benoit in there. I'm gonna put myself in there. I'm gonna put Deceptions in there. And the sixth guy, pick who you want.
Sixth guy.
In my opinion, it's a top 5.
Top
And
5.
listen, you can say I'm 5. If you want to say I'm 5, I'm the worst of the top. That's fine. But the regular season records speak for themselves.
I hear that.
Yeah, I might lose. I might lose a playoff series here and there, but at the end of the day, if we're going off of total records, and listen, I've gone to a World Series. I lost the World Series because I was at a different house that I usually was at, and all the outlets in the house were super loose, and I couldn't keep my Xbox plugged in because they had cats, and the cats kept unplugging my Xbox. So I had to forfeit, my chance at a World Series.
Damn.
But that's just what happens. That's just what happens, and it looks like we're gonna get Deceptions for a 3-man booth in Game 3.
Let's get it.
Or Game 2.
Let's get it.
But yeah, those are the guys, and the thing is, the reason why I say those top 5 is because the next person, it cycled based off of the teams. Sometimes Henny can make a run depending on his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen Hoodie make a run. I mean, Hoodie's beaten me in the playoffs before. So, but it's dependent on the teams, and it's dependent on the matchup.
I hear that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely hear that. I get what you mean.
To me, I'd say this. Me and Deceptions are the most likely of the top 5 to lose a playoff series to someone outside of the top 5.
Okay.
Nesquik, Benoit, and Cucumber, they're only losing to one of us in the playoffs time, if not all. Me and Nesquik, we're about even in playoff series. Cucumber, I think he's only lost to 3 people in the playoffs, and that was another guy who used to be in the league and dominate. This guy named Nick. He lost a series to Nesquik, and then he lost a series to a guy last year who was hitting the screws off the ball. That guy was he was legit. I don't know where he is, if he's even still in this league or not, because I didn't really remember his name. But he was legit, and I don't think he's in the league because of the fact that he's not dominating the league.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense, because if he were balling, if he were in the league, he'd be by all means balling.
Listen, let's say this. He mercied me multiple times with relative ease, just based off of hitting. And it's not like I wasn't scoring. I lost. I mean, I think I got mercied 19-9.
Damn.
9 runs wins you a lot of ball games.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I see the top of the league. I want to give some other shout outs in terms of people who I think in 26 will make some noise. I think McCoy is going to make a lot of noise this year.
Nice.
He's going to upset somebody. He likes to sandbag, and he likes to act like, he's I'm just chilling. I'm just here to have fun. But the team that he has this year has a lot of power, and he plays in he used to play in the Reds ballpark, but now he's playing in Atlanta's ballpark, which is still a hitter-friendly ballpark. So, he is definitely against the right matchup can surprise some people in the playoffs, especially if we're going to get rid of the division system and go to the just straight up 12-team standings. I think that because we've seen that in terms of overall records, there's a logjam at the top of the NL.
Yeah.
And I think that McCoy kind of suffered from that because he ended up having to make the wild card. Whereas if he was in the AL, if he was in the AL Central, he probably wins that division. And now instead of having to play Haney in the first round, he can play, DCP or the Guardians. And they're shout out to both of those teams. They're both good teams, but I don't necessarily consider them great teams because they aren't as consistent.
I hear that.
And when you're not as consistent, you can definitely get upset in the playoffs. That's why, to me, that's why I feel like me and Deceptions are always the ones of the top 5 to get upset the most, because in terms of hitting wise, we're the least consistent.
And out of the
we're the ones that can get into cold streaks the easiest.
And you obviously, you mentioned, right now, obviously, that you and Deceptions would be the ones that would get upset by somebody that's not in the top 5.
Would you agree with that take, Deceptions? Would you agree with the take of, he asked me who I thought the top users were, and I said my top 5, is, I didn't really put it in any order, but it was Cucumber, Nesquik, Benoit, me, and you. And I said, of those top 5, me and you are the most likely to lose a playoff series to someone outside of that top 5.
Exactly. We will, because again, there are holes, at least I can speak for myself, there are holes in my game that can be exploited if I don't make the right adjustments. The book is out there for those that pay attention as to how to approach me, because if you take a different approach, it'll be a long day for your starters and your bull. So, but in regards to hitting, yes, there are points where I can get very, very cold and be very, very.
And it's also it attributes to the way that we build our teams, because me and Deceptions usually aren't going to go all in on power.
Yeah,
I
don't like the power approach.
Deception's even more than me. Deception is always going to have a speed team with slap hitters and maybe 1 or 2 power guys at that 3-4.
That's it. Simple as that. I need people that got good arms, I need good defense, and I need speed. Because people already see I have Chandler Simpson, and anytime he gets on base, he's automatically in scoring position. So that's just how it goes.
I'm not going to lie, Chandler Simpson beat me pretty much, his ability to get on base, when I played DCP in the other league, because he has them for the Rays. So, especially in this game, I feel like this game, your strategy, as we saw, because you've made the World Series for the first time in several years.
Yeah.
Your strategy this year is definitely a lot more viable because of the catcher, nerfs, because of the defensive animation speed nerfs. You're getting a lot more infield singles. You're running out of a lot more double plays. You're stealing a lot more bases, and you're getting your guys home off of your now your slap hits. Instead of going first to third, you're going second to home.
Correct.
And by the way, Deception, if Grapes hadn't pointed it out, I wouldn't have noticed you were here. So welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello. Yep.
Pleasure
What's up, everybody?
to have you on board, man. It's going to be a great game. So thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, it's gonna be a fantastic game. I cannot wait for this. I mean, these are 2 of my favorite users to watch play this awesome roster update known as MLB The Show 26. So, just knowing that these guys are in it, and I'm definitely going to have my work cut out for me. It's going to be it'll be fun. It'll be a challenge. They're both dangerous. I pride myself on pitching a lot, and I get really, really mad if I don't execute pitches. People have seen during the playoff run, anytime that someone's hit a yak off of me, my head droops in sadness like an actual pitcher, because I threw the fucking ball. Okay. So it's gonna be exciting. It's definitely gonna test me. If you were to go predictions, definitely, I think if I'm gonna win this series against either one of them, this has to go 4 or 5. Okay. They are way more likely to sweep me.
Is this a 5-game series? I thought this was only 3 games.
No. For World Series, it's 5.
Oh, you're saying for okay. I thought you were saying this series. The CS had to go 4. Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Whoever I face, it's going to be a BO5, and they are way more likely to sweep me than me to sweep them. So I'm definitely going to have to grind out. I'm definitely going to be the underdog, as I have been as the 6th seed. I've been the underdog all year long, and we're
real New York Giants-esque playoff run here.
Truly.
Because it's not the flashiest. You've won a lot of. I've gotta give you credit to your pitching. You know, you've won a lot of 2-0, 2-1, 3-2 games. But I'll also say that when you had to win the shootout against Hoodie in Game 1, that's the first playoff game of the series.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose that game, who's to say you're even here? Who's to say you even make the CS?
It would have been very tough. Definitely
You know what I
would have been
mean?
tough in regards to
Because both of you guys emptied your bullpens in that Game 1. And I was in the party with Cucumber, and I said, whoever wins this game has the advantage because they're gonna have the other person thinking, I just used my entire bullpen and I lost that game.
Yep.
And
truly.
So I'll give you your credit. When you had to win the shootout, you won the shootout. And then you got to play your style and dictate your style kind of for the rest of the playoffs.
That's I like it.
I'm very glad that you brought up the playoffs, Grapes, because obviously we didn't get to cover any Deceptions games in the playoffs, and he went through a very.
That's what happens when you play on the West Coast, man. You know, you get those 10 p.m. Eastern tip-offs.
Get those after dark games.
Yeah, get those after dark, those late night games. So we didn't get to experience it. At least I didn't get to watch it, man. But tell us a little bit about your playoff run, man. I mean, obviously, you went up against Hoodie, and then who did you face in the second round?
No. I faced who did I face in the wild card? I faced the Astros in the wild card round. So yeah, so that was an interesting one because I didn't really have too much of a scouting report on him, but once I was able to kind of figure out pretty quickly what his style was, I was able to exploit it again and again. I was just worried about, okay, can I get my offense going? And I was able to get enough of an offense going to where we were going to be okay. And then he conceded. Him conceding actually helped me out so much because I was able to save my starting arms, right? So if I had a situation with Hoodie where if I had to play X, Y, or Z, game 2, game 3, I'm only running a 4-man rotation right now because as much as I'm great with Patrick Sandoval, I'm not going to use him against a lot of these mashers this deep.
Yeah, so, 3-pitch man, you're asking to get crushed.
Yep.
Oh no, Patrick! No. That's Christopher Sanchez.
Oh,
Patrick Sandoval.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I always mix them
Sandoval.
up. I always mix them up.
Yeah, Sandoval has.
I mean, Sandoval's still easy. He's a very arm to see.
He's only a 66 overall. I mean, I pitch very, very well with him, but at the same time, like I can pitch well, but if the pitches aren't executed because of their lack of attributes, then it becomes a bigger issue to Fry.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to continue on with that, facing Hoodie, I definitely knew he was going to be able to smack the ball. I came in knowing that I didn't know how. Excuse me. Got rice stuck in my throat. So I came into the series thinking that I needed to out hit him, right? Because I knew his pitching wasn't going to be great. I knew that he was going to find a way to just smack the ball no matter what. And I felt like I was able to limit a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. He was getting a lot of hits, but he just wasn't able to push them across. And that's a testament to the pitching that I have, trusting my stuff, trusting the sequences that I was trying to mix up. I'm not trying to give him anything in any hot spots, and that really, really helped. And in regards to Benoit, we've played each other 1,000 times over the years, and it's it's always a tough draw whenever we face each other because we never know who's going to execute the most. Even when we were talking about it offline, we were talking about how if we face each other, it's just a matter of how are we going to switch up our normal tendencies and can we execute those and can we adjust in time? And game 1, Paul Skeens was perfect through 5 2/3 against him. Then Rafaela finally hit a gap clearing double that sucked, but holding him to 1 hit was a massive confidence booster because typically that Benoit and someone that you just hold to 1 hit. If you don't hold him to 1 hit, even if you hold him to a few hits, he's gonna find a way to get on base. And
yo, what's up, hey man, what's up, man, what's up?
Oh,
What's going on?
Oh, we got AP Angels in the outfield in here with us too.
Man, look at this.
Yo, listen, man. I'm here to talk business, man.
Yes, sir.
I need a jersey swap, man.
Jersey swap, you say?
Yeah, listen, this is the whole thing, man. In order for me to get my Marlins, I got to get off these Angels with somebody else. I don't know, man. Hetty doesn't want to play with the Angels for some reason. I don't know, man.
It's not a very good ballpark, man.
What's wrong with the ballpark?
Well, for someone who wouldn't like it, I would say they don't like that right field home run line. They don't like the little corner in right field where you could just sneeze, pull a foul ball for a home run.
Yeah, that shit. I'm fucked over.
And then you could say that you could. I've heard some people say that the backdrop of the Angels field, isn't very good in terms of seeing the ball.
Yeah, fuck.
You can blur that shit out.
Yeah, I understand, but not everyone wants to blur it out.
Yeah.
Baseball is one of those things that you change one thing and you might mess up your entire fucking shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Man, excuses, man.
Now remember he chose the Marlins too though because you wanted to play in the NL East. Wasn't that one of the reasons?
Man, niggas always got reasons, man. I ain't with about
if
that.
we go away from divisions, he might just.
There was a real reason he picked the Marlins. You don't have to. You don't have to say. But what I will say is, I don't really want the Angels ballpark, especially if I can get the Cardinals ballpark from my boy Mario.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather play with those baby powder blues than.
Listen. Chill where you at, man.
Friendly ballpark, and that's. I'm a pitching team. I don't really want to.
Yo. Chill where you at, because I didn't come here. I really didn't come in here to talk to you. To be honest, I came in here to specifically talk to Big Gaming Mario, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so you kind of just hated on my. You kind of just hated on my shit, man. Low key, man.
How? Hold on.
I mean, you're just. You asked why, and he doesn't want you on the Angels. I just gave you reasons why he might not want to.
I know why. I know why. I just didn't disclose why he didn't want him. You know what I mean?
Oh, because of the cap.
Oh, I didn't know it was a rhetorical question. My bad, bro.
Because of the cap. You talking about the comment I made about the cap? Because I don't know. I mean, it's on the stream. You know what I'm saying? So I like to coordinate. You feel me? Like right now, I'm rocking the Yankees cap with the navy blue shirt. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm playing the game with the Angels, I gotta rock an Angels cap. You know what I mean? I got Dodgers caps. I got Yankees caps, Rangers caps, Braves caps, Padres caps. So I like to be able to coordinate. For the stream purposes. The aesthetic. You know what I mean? I'm out here trying to get on the. I'm out here trying to get on the streamer grind. I'm trying to get a little bass going.
No, I feel you, Mario, man. It's just, honestly, you might want to trade, bro.
Maybe if we could get another team, maybe there could be a 5-team trade.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
if you could find someone else to take the Angels.
Y'all motherfuckers stadium.
No, I can take. Listen, man, I'm trying to help you with solutions, man.
What's the difference of the right field pole being there if you hit the shit 400 feet? 400 feet. 400 feet is 400 feet, man.
Yeah, but what about those cheapies? What about those ones that?
Ain't no cheapies, man.
There ain't no cheapie. You ain't played enough MLB. If you're saying there's no cheapies,
ain't no cheapies like that.
All right. I mean,
it's 400 or better, man. I see out there, man. Motherfuckers hitting, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying because I have to disagree with what you're saying. I can't lie.
I'm the one that got the stadium, man. I'm the one that got the stadium, man. Maybe it happens to you, man, bro. When I'm
Angel, it's exceptions here. I'll give you one offer. All right. I will take the Angels if you give me your first round pick. for the offseason
Man,
draft.
you smoking that? You smoking that good shit, huh?
Oh, man, I'm in Cali, bro. I got to. So that's
you
You didn't even take him out to dinner first. Jesus Christ, deception.
thought you had one, huh?
I mean, if you really can't find
That
a
was
way out,
crazy.
bro, like that's it.
That was
That'll
crazy.
forever be on the table.
Hey,
That'll forever be on the table.
he thought he had a fiend or something. Huh? I feel you, bro.
He said, "I don't want the Marlins that bad.
No, I'm just saying, man.
I don't need the Mariners that bad."
I'm telling you,
Crazy.
man. What's wrong with Hobie, man?
You don't need it. That's fine, man. I mean, cool. I mean, I don't mind playing in Anaheim, but like I love playing in Seattle. You feel me? So
I feel you, man. You good, bro. You good, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting you, man. Like I said, I came here to talk to Mario, man. But Mario got other plans. He ain't got a hat, man. He ain't got a hat.
Hey,
Why you say it like that?
man, damn.
He said he got a hat.
He ain't got a hat, man.
That was actually kind of funny. Oh man.
Where y'all boys from,
Well,
man?
I
Y'all
think
from the
we're,
West Coast, man? Y'all some West Coast ass niggas, man.
No, man, I'm from Atlanta, brother. Be my hospital, man.
Yeah,
You from where?
Atlanta, Georgia. ATL. The dirty South, you know?
Yeah, I've been there before, man. That shit nasty.
Well, shit, where are you from? That shit's nastier.
I'm from Miami.
yeah.
What? Overpriced? Plastic? Fake?
Shit is beautiful, man. It's the cleanest big city in America, man.
This shit gonna sink in about 25 years because of global warming.
Stop.
Enjoy it, no, you haven't.
Stop it, man. You don't even believe that on yourself, man.
Atlanta about to be beachfront property. Hey,
Atlanta's nasty, nigga.
Yeah, no, I'm out in Texas, man. I'm out here chilling. It's hot all the time, humid all the time.
What part of Texas, man?
Dallas.
Okay, my nephew about to play at TCU next year, man.
Word.
To get on plane makes it very
We
difficult.
got the game
for the
going
hitters to
now.
guess.
Hey, if you come out, man, let me know. We link up, man. Go watch a game, man. They're right down the street.
Speaking of
I'm
games
definitely-
live, folks. We are live. Let's go.
Live,
Definitely.
Who's live? Who's streaming?
Quick.
Playing linebacker.
Oh,
You're a
that's
freshman, though.
Okay.
He's got Roman Anthony up, and he's down 0-2.
Yo, who's playing, man?
Quick and
It's the NLCS.
Quick and who?
The first.
Brewers and Rockies.
Okay.
But look, Deceptions, I wanted to ask you though if you had watched. Did you watch game one?
I was not able to. No.
Okay.
Hey, Craig, you got lucky a couple times versus me, buddy.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, though.
And baseball is a game of luck at times, and we play multiple seasons for a reason. You'll get another chance.
Oh yeah, you most definitely. You too, Mariners. You too.
Don't worry about it. We'll be all right.
I'm a pitching team, man. I built my team to win off of pitching and timely hitting. That's what I did against you.
I know.
I got a 2-2 count here to Joe Dell.
I don't know how you. I can't see freaking Nesquik stream for some reason. There it is. Now it finally popped up. Finally popped up.
Who y'all got, man? Who y'all got this game, man? Who y'all got?
It's tough because the Brewers came out swinging like crazy game one, man, but the Rockies might have just.
And the thing is that
What's the
he was
series?
kind of.
What's the series?
It's 1-0 and it's the best of 3. So if Nesquik doesn't win here,
Hey man, watch.
not surprised at this walk here either. Not surprised.
Oh, Brewers already beat him.
Yeah, he beat him in Colorado. He was, like you said, hitting the screws off the ball. I think he had 20 plus hits, scored a bunch of runs.
Man,
I mean, Nesquik scored a lot of runs too, but he just couldn't keep up. And a lot in those middle innings, he kind of was swinging at us early instead of building up at bats, and hit to a lot of double plays, did a lot of pop outs.
The Brewers plugged up, man.
He's not plugged up, bro. I promise you.
Yeah, he plugged, man. That nigga plugged. Bro. I threw a slider in the dirt on purpose. He still hit that bitch, man. You can't tell me he ain't plugged.
Nah, man. If he was plugged in, every pitch would be a perfect. Nobody that cheats cheats like halfway. They either do it all the way or not at all.
Nah, you got to cheat halfway, man. You got to timely.
Tanner Hope
You got
on the mound, folks.
You got to timely cheat, man. Turn that bitch on in the 7th inning.
Up here.
Score 7 runs
guess.
and make it look respectable.
I guess so.
You know?
Yes, yeah. Hey. They also, they filmed the moon landing too in Los Angeles. Stanley Kubrick directed it. I don't know if you knew that.
I know that.
So we got a quick out.
I know that.
Oh, he hit that.
I know that's
good right there.
I know that's your produce, homie, man. You know what I mean?
This was the sweeper there, 1-1. Oh, the splitter. Ooh, got him to shake.
Hey, Deception, you practicing your announcing skills, bro? Play by play? I see you.
I can talk, man. I can talk.
You know what I'm saying? You ever tried doing it for real?
I did some podcasting, but it wasn't in regards to like announcing. My wife told me I should have did that shit, but nah, I don't.
3-2 count.
Big moment right here. It's full count. Seiya Suzuki and Pete Alonso are coming up right after him.
Cedric
Great.
shot up the middle, folks.
Way to fight back. That was a nice swing. That splitter missed.
Listen, man, you can't put that splitter in the zone against a guy like you. He's gonna get hit every time, especially if it's across the plate like that. It really wasn't even in the corner.
Seiya might be looking to go yard right here.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Yeah, he's already early on the fastball, man. If I was him, I wouldn't throw him any fastballs really, and I wouldn't really throw any off speed on the other side of the plate because he could early it and pull it for a homer with power.
Drilled in the air.
Good shot.
Right center. Make a play. He does make a play.
The polar bear.
Here comes the polar bear. 2 outs.
His former teammate
Alonso.
Todd Frazier.
Man, I think you can say you got a little bit lucky there on that location.
2 away.
That's a pitch that was getting crushed all game in game 1. But once again, like I said, this ballpark, the ball's not going to be flying as much as it did in Colorado.
1-2 pitch. Nope. No chase.
In the dirt, blocked.
What's up? You said
Oh, just by the third baseman for a base hit. And a poor throw. Pulls him off the bag. Now runners at the corners with 2 out.
this is looking scary, man.
Indeed it is.
Had 2 outs, and Goodman's already hit a couple homers in game 1.
This pitching staff cannot afford to fall behind. That's a good pitch on the outside corner.
That's a good pitch, man. That's the kind of spots he's gonna have to hit all game.
There it is. A nice pop up to get out of the inning.
Limit the damage, and you got bagels in the first.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was huge for Nesquik's confidence right there to get a 0 to start the game after the way that last game went.
I agree.
And here's the thing: you can't get too, upset when you get a hit. He's gonna get hits. You know what I mean? It's just about limiting the extra base hits and limiting the home runs.
Correct.
Hard hit. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Next to hit for the
So we
Rockies.
still see the aggressive approach. I mean, that slider was in the zone right there.
Pop foul out of play off to the
That
right.
fastball was right down Manhattan Boulevard.
Switching the game.
And that one is lifted.
There you go.
Fastball right down the middle.
That's out number 2.
Joe Cab
That
just.
one, I think that one might be gone. No, never mind.
It was not.
I forgot this isn't Colorado.
Indeed.
This isn't Colorado.
And a very quick inning for Jacob.
That's out number 3.
Cannot pronounce his last name very well.
Mizorowski.
Mizorowski.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. I'd look out for Mizorowski. He's having a good start to the season. He could be one of those guys that turns into a high gold or a diamond by the end of the season. And if that happens, and you give Cucumber a true ace,
One pitch and 1 out.
That could be
that could be a
good.
problem.
Next for the Brewers, Ramon Urias. On the ground out
Ground
to
out.
short.
Ground ball. That's good.
In plenty of time to first. Already 2
That's
out
good.
here in the
He needs
home half of
Tanner
inning
to
number 2.
stay in the game for as long as possible.
Especially after
That was
that
good right there. That's a
first-
quick inning after the long first. You know, now he could get out of this inning potentially under 30 pitches. That'd be huge.
That puts him in decent position, great position.
Fastball
Not
is
my
outside.
Because he wants to make sure he limits the bullpen appearances as much as possible.
Indeed. Oh,
That's
runner
good.
to
20
first.
pitches. Huh?
All right. So limits him to no hits.
And that's an example of Cucumber missing one right down the middle pretty much. I mean, that was a sinker pretty much, middle, over.
That one hit high and deep. Stretch. Stretch. You can put on the ball. Jackson. Holiday.
Ladies and gentlemen. Perfect, perfect.
Stunting like his daddy.
And that one, as I would like
That
to
one was
tell
crushed.
people, went to somebody's auntie's house, ladies and gentlemen.
Oof. Ooh, that's a swing you wish you could get back. Timed it up, but you just missed it. And now see, what did I say in game 1 about the fool's gold of the early success?
Yep. That's right.
He guessed right and caught a first pitch perfect. Next 3 at batters, first pitch swing, 2 outs. And now you're potentially, you know, looking at only getting one run when you hit a leadoff homer.
And it's still keeping the pitch count low. It's still an efficient inning.
Yep.
And granted, you give up a run, but it's still efficient.
Next offering is downstairs.
Dell working a full count here.
Good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Definitely going to get a seeker inside. No,
And he's gonna get on base here.
Oh, put that on the board. Joe Adele taking a 3-2 heater on the outside corner.
It's their second
Woo!
home run of the inning.
Quick is here, folks.
He's keying in on that low and away, man. He's keying in on it. You can see it.
That was huge right there.
Cucumber's going to have to adjust. He's not going to be able to just pound that fastball down and away like he did in game 1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready.
Where's the
to
next
hit
adjustment?
one
Because if you
because
throw
no
anything
doubt
up
the
against
pitcher
these
wants this.
guys.
There we go. He's taking pitches. You got to know, man. He's going to pitch around Schwarber.
You got one up.
He's not going to see.
Oh.
See? You got to know, man. You're not getting something to hit without. It's not 2 strikes yet, or 2 balls.
Slider down and in can be so
Even 3
easy to
balls.
get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
You know what I mean? We've seen him intentionally walk him before. You know he doesn't really want to pitch to him right now anyway.
He does not. He does not.
And there's the adjustment. In the last couple gotta have it pitches, he whipped fastball. Not gotta have it, he went changeup, rolled over.
Now, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of.
Now this is a big inning here for Cucumber. Can he get Victor Scott on
He does.
for his top of the order? Yes, he can.
Couldn't have timed it up.
Leadoff single. This is where things can
And you
get
guys
a
can
little.
go ahead and pencil in second base because
Yep.
he's about to steal.
I was about to say this is where things can get a little tricky right here because he's gonna go straight to second.
There's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole. And
Oh, he
give
doesn't
himself
go
a
yet.
hit. And now
Wow.
they got some
Handsome
speed on
pitch.
first. So we'll see if they try to
Well,
get him into
he
motion.
did throw a fastball, so maybe there it is. Pitch out. He gets it.
Safe.
And safe. It's a stolen base.
When you got 99 speed and 93 steal, a pitch out doesn't matter.
Nope. Not one bit.
He's halfway to the bag before you
He's
even
going
throw
to
the
third.
This is inside.
Safe at third, ladies and gentlemen. So now he has a runner in scoring position. Dangerous territory right here.
Hard liner. He's got it. Here comes
Oh,
the runner.
good throw.
Here it is. Safe at home,
That's
ladies
going
and
to score a
gentlemen.
run.
2-1 ball game now. Next for the
2-1 ball game.
Listen,
ladies and
O'Neal
gentlemen.
Cruz, I know you got a missile of an arm, but that's 99 speed.
That is.
You can't teach speed, man.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half
And the
of
1-1 from Tanner. Sinker on the
Also, if
outside.
you notice too, no face cam on the stream this game.
He's
Yeah.
100%
You think
locked in,
that's
brother.
you think that's intentional? So yeah, it's to kind of lock in a little bit more.
100% locked in.
Not worried about what people are seeing.
Yeah.
I don't hear really anything on the mic either. Sounds like his headset's muted. He's fully locked into the ball.
That is downstairs.
He's got a full count right here, and Seiya on deck. 1 out, ladies and gentlemen. Payoff pitch.
On the ground.
Gets
Nice, a
past
fair
the
ball down the
first
line.
baseman.
And the tying run is on base.
And this really is just shows you truly how great both of these teams are. Because the first 2 innings, what got them out now are hits. You know what I mean? Now are home runs. You can't do the same thing over and over again with these qualities of hitters. You got to switch up your tendencies. You got to throw things that maybe you wouldn't throw on a regular basis. Like a splitter right down the middle. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works.
Gets out of a potentially bad situation with a double play right there.
4-3, double your pleasure to get out of it and
Big.
limiting the damage.
That's big.
Digging in for the Rockies.
I think Murakami's going to be an X factor here for this game. Being the guy that's after Schwarber.
Out of here. A home run off
And right on
That
cue!
one is gone.
Murakami to your mommy, ladies and gentlemen. Off the foul pole, don't matter, still counts as 1. Nesquik with a 3-1 lead, ladies and gentlemen. But you see, now he's being uber aggressive yet again. And
He's going to live or die by it, man. It's just going to be about can he see those early strikes? He's going to give them strikes early. Can he capitalize on it, or is he going to pop out?
And first offering is fouled off.
DCP says he is not going down without a fight. I agree, brother. I agree.
And there's 2 away.
Got to sign these guys up to my baseball camp. Patience drills.
Sold it really well with the
That would help.
Plate discipline is key, as we said in game 1, man. And that is just something that has not been there for Quick.
Like, my whole goal at this point, especially after having a 3-1 lead at the moment, get Mizorowski out of there as quickly as possible. Take pitches, fill his
Like that.
stand.
You can tell now he's guessing. It seems like he's guessed right a couple times and hit some homers, and now he's guessing on every pitch. And I'm telling you, man, this is fool's gold. This early success is fool's gold. You can't keep swinging in early counts over and over and over again and just start swinging. Yeah, I know you have the best power team in the league. I know you hit a lot of homers. I know you're going to hit homers, but you're not going to hit them on every at bat.
DCP says, fuck your camp, not giving you money deductions. I don't know, man. Pete Alonso right here. 1 swing of the bat. Okay, go straight to the pitcher.
Yeah.
Ground out first.
Straight to him.
And now I think you see Cucumber pressing just a little bit. Those were pitches in game 1 that he was taking. Now he's kind of swinging through it.
And that'll bring the tying run.
Right on cue, though, responding very well with a line up the middle or a ground dribble up the middle. Ooh.
I mean, he's been on that sinker all day, man. You can't really throw that in the zone first pitch at all because that's what he's looking for first pitch every time.
Fouls one off out of play back to our left.
And I will say, I'm very glad that Quick has kept his pitch count reasonable.
A lot better than the last game.
Yeah, because the moment he has to go to the bullpen, I feel like that's going to spell very, very bad news for him.
Yeah, because I'm letting you know right now, Cucumber's favorite meal is bullpen soup.
I don't doubt it.
So he's going to put up runs as soon as Tanner Howell comes out of this game.
Oh, as we get a shot to left field, ladies and gentlemen. not a ground rule double, but it will probably bring the runner to score from second as he goes around third. And Milwaukee cuts the lead to 1.
This is also what I'm talking about. If that was in Colorado, that's probably a home run, and that's 2 runs.
Indeed.
But instead, it's only 1 run, and he still has a chance to try to get out of this inning with 7, 8, 9. Don't do it, Nesquik.
Yeah, do not do it. He
Don't
thought
do
about
it.
it. He thought about it.
I don't know, maybe if he's just collecting himself. Maybe, he didn't even really go to the screen, so he might just be, taking a deep breath here.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying
Yep.
run is now only 90 feet away.
Yep, and I'm not going to lie, once Cucumber has seen that your catcher is weak getting the ball to the base,
Sacrifice.
he's going to exploit it over and over and over again. And this might be a tight ball game.
Yes, sir. Tied ball game. What do you think, Deceptions? What does Quick need to do to stop the bleeding right now?
What does he need to do? He's got to execute. He's just got to find a way to limit the damage, get out of this inning. He's got Joey Ortiz up, right? He needs to attack Joey. Doesn't matter where he attacks him. He needs to attack this hitter, get out of the inning. And it looks like there's a drive. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That one.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Yeah, he cannot cave.
See, that's okay, though, because, once again, that's a double and not a homer.
Right.
All of those perfects from Nesquik's teams are home runs.
Good Lord.
Victor Scott coming through. Oh, man.
Momentum
we knew he would.
has officially shifted, ladies and gentlemen. Mario, turn your mic up and turn those jabroni.
If Cucumber got to the top of the order, it was going to be bad. Because Victor Scott's taking second.
Fickle woman. Very, very fickle.
Being very aggressive on the base paths too.
I'm letting you know right now he's stealing third.
That's much better.
Is that better? Can you hear me, Benoit?
No, on my end. Once he mentioned microphone, I realized that my microphone was not coming from where it should have.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm clear. There we go. But
Man, oh man.
Quick is not going to the pin. He's going to ride his rotation only and unload everything no matter what. And worry about tomorrow.
what I would do.
But see, here's the thing. He did that in game 1. You're gonna keep worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow comes eventually.
Yep. Whenever arrives.
And what did we see there again? An early at bat. Yeah, it was good contact, but that's a pitch that's hard to do anything. You know what I mean?
That one right there also. Swinging early.
That's a sweet spot.
See? There's a check swing right there, putting him in an 0-1 count. And now he's down 0-2. Sheesh. And it's out of the zone if he's just... Cool. Thank you, Benoit. Appreciate you. Wow, he gets there.
All right, now it's very important here that Joe Adele gets one base. Don't just swing for the fences here, Nesquik.
Good Lord. That slider is nasty. Oof. Oof.
Oh yeah, I think, man. Listen.
Patience is going to be key.
He's fighting here.
Oh.
What do we got?
Joe Adele.
And once again, the doubles that were coming from Milwaukee are homers. Power of Colorado. I mean, I think that's really been the storyline of this game has been the ballpark change.
Let's see how he approaches Schwarb right here.
I think he's gonna pitch to him, especially
So we're basically at the midway point of the game, guys. So far, what are your assessments of the way both of these teams have approached?
Honestly, I really think this has been a repeat of game one. The only difference is we're in the Brewers ballpark and not in Colorado.
Fair enough.
You know, Brewers has 8 hits. He's got at least 4 perfects. But a lot of those perfects doubles. And with the power of Nesquik's team, I mean, he just hit a ball at his freaking chin, 104 miles an hour for a home run to center. And it wasn't a perfect. It wasn't even a but he's got 82 power. Right now, that's the difference. 92?
He's got 92 power.
92 power, excuse me. And when you've got 90 power in this game against these live series guys, all you really got to do is barrel it up, and at any given moment you can hit a home run.
Oh, gave one up there, up in the zone to Seiya.
But this is the time. The bullpens have come in. This is when the game really starts.
Do you think it was too early for him to go to the pen?
I don't think so, because if you think about it, he didn't really use that much bullpen in the first game.
True. He used a whole.
Oh my goodness. Polar Bear strikes. We are tied again.
Big meat Pete can strike at any moment.
Don't tell me we got to freeze. Don't tell. Okay. Oh no! Big Meat Pete fucking up the feed. Ladies and gentlemen, no.
Pete, the stream destroyer.
Wow.
Listen, we saw the ad, man. Sean Murphy hit it so hard, we went to an ad.
Yeah?
Pete Alonso hit it so hard, the stream crashed. Made the whole game crash.
It made the whole fucking network crash, man. I'm surprised the stream is still up. To be honest with you. Look at that. They even gave him a lizard skin right here. I guarantee you Drake Bell is ready to smash a guitar on somebody.
Apparently, Terrell said that he can't hear me or
Oh, I got you. What about now? Ask him if he can hear you now.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Should be able to. I had to.
Testing again. Test. Stop.
Exactly. I can hear y'all loud and clear, but the stream sometimes I have to adjust the volume on it.
That is tough. How do they want to play this? Bottom 5, 2 outs, tied at 5.
I mean,
Anyways, I'm glad I'm not in that situation.
I would say
No, top 5.
restart it from off rip 0-0. I mean,
I don't know, man. Pitchers have been used. Bullpens have been used.
Yep.
You're right.
Oh man, to play a whole another 5 innings like the first 5 didn't happen. And I mean, so much happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, oh man,
Oh my god.
This is tough.
This
It's
is
very tough.
this is very tough.
yeah. I think Benoit is correct here. We have to go 0-0 game. Top 5, play 4 innings. You know, and you just do what you do with the arms. But you know what I'm gonna say? This, I think, is gonna be what hurts Nesquik here.
Yeah, momentum.
The momentum.
Momentum.
Well, I mean,
And
he hadn't he just lost moment? Oh no, he had just gained it back.
Gained it back.
He had
you
just
see, it's
gained
not
it back.
just the fact that. See, just because Terrell tied the game, doesn't mean that Nesquik doesn't have momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's hit like 4 home runs that game, and that kind of thing stays with you. Now the game's over, the nerves calm down, adrenaline is now calming down. You know what I mean? You're getting that come down of all that energy, all that emotion that you just put into that 5 innings.
Yeah.
And now you got to reset. And you know what this is giving Cucumber time to do? It's giving Cucumber time to reset and say, what did I do wrong? And what do I need to do better? Whereas Nesquik is saying, I had him in a tie game, 5-5, and now I got to try and piece together my arms that I just already wasted a starter on Nola. You know, this is another reason why you don't put Nola in the game in game 1.
Yeah, that was.
You don't need. Why are you burning a starter in game 1 of a 3-game series?
That was indeed a very, 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 very questionable move. It was nowhere near a do or die situation in terms of the series, you know.
And you're in Colorado. There's nobody on that pitching staff that's going to stop Cucumber from hitting in Colorado.
Holy
You're taking the if that's what you're trying to do, you're trying to get out of a jam, you're taking the wrong approach. You know what I mean? He scores 3 runs, your approach has to be, all right, I got to score 3 runs now. I got to try to get guys on base, hit a 3-run homer. All right, so they're going to reset this game here, and it seems like now we need to treat the top of the 1st as the top of the 5th.
Okay.
Which means the bottom of the 4th will be the bottom of the 9th.
I could actually put it like a little scoreboard on my stream to keep up with it and just edit it. Let me see here.
Thankfully, it's a tie game anyway.
True.
So you don't have to worry about that.
True. Very true indeed. You guys can carry the commentary for now because I'm about to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, it seems like now this is exactly what I'm saying now about how a reset can switch the momentum. We got 2 lefties now starting for both teams, and one team has pretty much all lefties, and the other team pretty much has all righties. However,
these lefties can't hit lefties though, unless your name's O'Neal Cruz. But that's neither.
That is true. But the problem is the contact will be lower, and they already have low vision. So the PCI will be smaller, and he will have to, he won't be able to foul off as many pitches. When he guesses wrong, it'll be a lot of pop outs and a lot of swing and miss, a lot of ground out. However, even though there are a lot of right-handed hitters, Terrell sees lefties worse than he sees righties.
There you go. First pitch, Roman Anthony swings at a circle change inside, and it is the first out of the inning. Next, we have home run poppy Joe Adell, who destroys lefties. Let's see if he can add.
This is the matchup right here. This is the matchup. Joe Adell's going to have a big game.
And Joe Adell, got jammed with the cutter. I know, Quick's being a little impatient here.
He's been that way all series. Yeah. It's been do or die. Swing for the fences, and we either hit a homer or we get out.
That one is hit pretty well. That one got a shot. Schwarber, lefty, murder. Schwarbs being Schwarbs. What a hit. And now don't let the scoreboard fool you, folks. It is now 6-5 Colorado. Good grief. Left on left crime, man. It's a bad man, Kyle Schwarber. Especially in the hands of that guy. You're going to call me now, down quickly 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Got a grounder down here to short. But that is a huge run. Let's see if Cucumber can bounce back on this one. Let's see.
To me, Cucumber, or Nesquik rather, his magic number is 3. As long as you hold him to 3 or less, it's okay. You start getting into 4 runs, 5 runs, getting the entire order through the first inning. That's what got him in trouble. In game 1, because he got the top of the order up in the second inning, and then it started to continue to pile on. And Nesquik doesn't have the bullpen, like you said, to have his starter go long.
Correct.
Even though we're only going 4 innings, he doesn't want to have to put in his bullpen at all. He wants this guy to go 4 innings and end the game.
That's right. Arms will be burned.
Because if he can do that, that'll actually give him a big boost in game 3, because now he'll have an extra game of rest for his bullpen.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, the 3-4 combo of Seiya Suzuki and Pete Alonso, just absolutely. I mean, it's scary, man. It's real scary. Anytime you see either of those guys and it's not 2 outs,
You're going to have a bad time. This one right here knocked to center. Play is made. What a throw. We got 2 down for Hunter Goodman.
Up now for the Brewers.
Ooh,
Hunter Goodman, I mean, he has been absolutely smashing the ball in this series. He's kind of been the X factor, at the 5 hole. That's kind of kept these rallies alive.
Can he come through again? We got a grounder to second. Toss over 2 seconds to the shortstop. Way to get out of that inning.
Listen, man, sometimes you might say, I've seen him crush that, but hey, anytime you get an out, you don't care how you get it against Cucumber. You're just happy that it happened.
You're just happy that it happens. Exactly.
And now I'm surprised that, Cucumber's still kind of taking that same approach. That one thing that I will say about Cucumber is that it will take him a little bit to adjust, and sometimes he can be a little stubborn to adjust because he has so much success. You know what I mean? He's willing to go to the same spots over and over. We've now seen Nesquik hit a home that down and in against him with pretty much every lefty in his lineup. So if I'm Cucumber, I'm not putting that anywhere near the zone, down and in, unless I absolutely have to.
Right. Yes, his approach now, everything is outside.
Being disciplined.
And it should be. Ooh. It's a lot harder for you to hit that home run to left center than it is for you to pull it down the line in right field.
So what did I miss, brothers?
Well, Kyle Schwarber hit a tank, lefty, and it's 1-0. Nesquik survived what could have been a really bad situation. He had Pete Alonso with 2 men on base, but he got out of it.
Ooh, okay.
He got out of it again against David Hamilton. Or not David Hamilton, but I forgot his name that quick. But whatever. Doesn't matter. People who watch, they saw.
David Hamilton gets a nice little shot in the left.
I'm letting you know right now, there will be a steal attempt at some point in this at-bat.
I would say pitch number 2. Maybe.
We'll see.
I was wrong.
Listen, Cucumber's not new to the run game. He runs a very similar style, really even more leaned into speed and contact when he plays Diamond Dynasty. So he knows how to play that mind game with the pitcher.
There it is. Ooh, that could have been ugly. That could have been real bad.
Yeah, it could have. But you see what I mean? He lulled him to sleep.
Yep.
When he knows he needs a strike, he takes third. Not yet, Nesquik. It's too early. You see, he's.
Way too
I
early.
feel he gets too jumpy with the pitchers. He wants to. That's getting down. That's scoring. Tie game. But we knew this game wasn't gonna end on 1-0.
Remember, folks, those of y'all tuning in, they are only going 5 innings.
Ooh.
4 innings. They're only going
Ooh,
4 innings.
Oh,
catcher
4
took
innings.
that.
True. 4 innings. 4 innings.
Oh, that was. I hope he's wearing a cup.
If not, goodbye. Any chance of having kids? Oh,
Yeah, you're right about that. Fortunate, but
all right.
things happen.
We've had worse things happen on stream.
All right, now listen, man. If I'm
Another
Nesquik,
game.
just try to get one more out. I don't like necessarily bringing in a bad reliever with a man on base already.
Well, it got him out of the inning.
Some gambles pay off, and some gambles don't, and that one did.
Indeed.
Now, if I'm Cucumber,
Ooh, Tyler
the top of the
Fisher.
order, I can't. It has to be eliminated. This has to be 1, 2. You let Kyle Schwarber, Murakami get another chance. Joe Adele get another chance against that lefty. Oh, never mind.
Deceptions. Quick question
Both
for
teams
you,
going to
brother.
bullpen early.
What's up?
So, you're in the World Series, man.
Correct.
Obviously, you're up to the challenge of facing either one of these guys. Which one of them do you feel, in your honest opinion, poses the biggest threat? Or not the biggest threat, but which one of these two users would give you the biggest issues?
As I said, they each come with their own separate problems, right? I made a joke in another chat last night that if I had to choose between these guys, I'd rather look $1 because it's going to be a fucked up matchup no matter which way we go. If I had to make a choice between one or the other, I would have to go with. I'd much rather face Quick strictly because of his pitching staff. His pitching staff is going to make mistakes, and I feel like my offense would be able to capitalize on those mistakes at a consistent basis. Now it'd be a matter of, will the back end of my rotation be able to hang on with him smacking the shit out of the ball whenever he needs to? But I mean, the way he's kind of pressing right now, I would love to see this because Terrell isn't the type to press. I mean, I played Cucumber. I played Cucumber earlier this year. Was smacking him. I was up 10-2, bottom of the 9th, and this man scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 9th and had the tying run on, and at the plate. And I was able to get out of that, but I couldn't believe the amount of stuff that he was hitting. He was the pure definition of sitting up in your chair, because that's what he did.
I was in the party for that game, and I was kind of joking around like, wouldn't it be kind of crazy if you started coming back, and then he kind of gets one hit, and he hits a little 2-run, cuts the lead to 6, and then he gets a guy on, and I'm like, he had was it Arise? Was it Luis Arise up?
Yeah.
He had Luis Arise up, and I'm literally saying, well, you just got to hit a homer here. So I'm like, sleep. Let's get on base. And in the first pitch he throws, he cranks it to right field and hits a homer.
Oh,
to cut the lead to 2.
He just intentionally walked Alonso.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you got to let the other guys, man. You got to let the other guys make plays, and this is why I said Hunter Goodman, has been kind of like the X Factor. Goodman and Murakami. Who are the guys after your star? And can they make plays when your stars are walking?
No, outside.
2-1.
I hope this game goes another 6 innings. That'd be fantastic.
Indeed, it would. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I actually got it wrong. They are playing until the 5th because they're replaying the 5th inning
Okay.
in the first.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is going to the 5th.
last 2 pitches that he's thrown. Good pitches, but even better takes.
Full count, payoff pitch, and it gets the Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
That's, listen, you know the kind of balls it takes to throw Cucumber a high and inside fastball on a full count? Oof. Man, flying by the seat of his pants right now. That's what it takes to beat a great team. These are the gambles you have to take in big spots. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. But if you don't take them, you might not even have a chance.
Joe Adell.
Joe Adell's definitely the MVP of this game, hands down. Carry over.
Yeah, man. This 2-3-4 of Joe Adell, Murakami, and Schwarber have kind of been carrying this lineup today.
Schwarber hits a opposite field pop out to left.
And that's the best thing that you want. You don't. The more pitches Kyle Schwarber sees, the more likely it is he's going to hit a 10. You want to get him out of there as quickly as possible.
This is interesting.
I understand now. Remember, Nesquik is playing with a controller, I believe. That isn't working.
Oh.
The A button, I think, has some sort of glitch to it, and I think he has an inability to throw or press A to throw to home, or to direct his runners to go home, I guess.
That's what LB is for.
Is it going to hit through? Oh, it does not.
Oh my goodness. What a double play. Incredible defense by the Brewers infield. Now front line.
So one of the reasons why Cucumber prioritizes defense at the bottom of the draft for plays like that.
Mm-hmm.
For plays like that in moments like this. That's a decision made a month ago, at the beginning of the season, before the league even started, and paid off there.
Huge play right there that got him out of the inning. I mean, that was clutch as you can get.
Yeah, some people say championships are won and lost in the draft. And, seeming like both of these teams have drafted well for their play style.
Indeed. I agree. Let's see if these guys' approach changes for these last two, this last half of the inning and the next inning.
If both of these guys, I'm pitching around. I'm not trying to attack the zone early in the count. Singles like that doesn't hurt. It's those extra base hits, and it's those homers. Unfortunately, Nesquik doesn't have, because he has the power, he doesn't have that same speed on the bases.
Yep.
So, when he hits singles, he doesn't really have that ability to take an extra base or two.
No way. And Quick made the switch at catcher, but even then,
it's not going to matter, man. With 99 speed, his jump is so quick that he doesn't have time to react. Oh, man, that was a close check swing.
Oh, he's waiting for him now.
See, these are the mind games now. Now he's thinking about the runner. He's not focused on the at-bat. That play was a lot closer, but when you got that speed... See, I don't like this because, Cucumber has proven that he can get guys home with men on base with Victor Scott.
Indeed. Unless he's aiming
so
for
I don't
a double
know
play, but that wasn't a double play pitch right there.
He is, but with two guys that are fast, what's the likelihood that you're even going to turn that double?
Very unlikely.
99 speed Victor Scott, he's running out a lot of infield singles. A lot of fielder's choice.
Wow, and you were right. As that base hit gets the runner home from third.
When you got a guy with 99 speed on, all you got to do is sloppily hit it, man. I'm telling you. These are the These are the little things there, man.
That all truly add up over time. They really do.
You are not lying, brother.
But see, that's an example of not taking into account what's already happened in the series. Victor Scott's been getting on base and getting guys home all series. Why would you give him a chance to bring someone home with one out?
Yeah.
Nolan Gorman digging. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby.
Excuse me.
And this is an important part of this game.
This is going to be very interesting to watch play out.
So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get.
And as soon as he put Nolan Gorman in, here comes Aaron Ashby.
Yeah.
I was about to say, no way we got another disconnection in the 5th inning.
They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
That would be gross.
Next for Colorado, Jose Caballero.
All right, 2 outs away.
This one in the air.
Oh.
Field, Lockridge giving chase.
Oh.
Reaching forward,
Right.
makes the catch.
1 out away, ladies and gentlemen, from a Milwaukee Brewers and Seattle Mariners World Series, folks.
Now listen, if I'm Cucumber, do not throw the first pitch inside.
Game 2 of the NLCS.
Oh, and he did it. I mean, O'Neill has been hitting that spot for a homer all series.
Challenging him.
That's just trusting your stuff more than the other guy.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm better than you. Hit it.
Milwaukee, Seattle. Deceptions. How are you feeling about this matchup, brother?
This is going to be a very, very tough matchup. I definitely will not be favored in the sports books. I'm already seeing lines come in that I am a plus 615 underdog at the moment. So we're going to have to buck the trend here. We're going to have to find a way to lock down these wins. It's going to be a very, very, very tough series for us, but we're ready. We're going to be ready for this one. Can't wait to see what's next. Can't wait to see when this gets started.
What are you expecting to see out of this upcoming series, Grapes?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Deceptions is right about being the underdog, and I expect a very quick and concise 3-game sweep for Cucumber's first ring.
I respect it.
You know, I think that Cucumber was spurred by the fact that people have been kind of disrespecting him in terms of you know, who's going to be the title favorite, who's the contender, who's a pretender. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he a pretender on the contenders and pretender list? You know, I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to call Cucumber a pretender, but you know, I think that kind of is giving him some extra motivation. He's been a little bit more locked in at the plate in the playoffs than he's been in the regular season. There were a lot of games in the regular season he kind of, you know, he scratched by, kind of, you know, messed around for 8 innings, hit a walk-off, you know, scored 4 runs in the 8th. This game, this playoff series, he's been hitting from the 1st inning to the 9th. And Deceptions is going to have to match that. Now, I will say, Skeens, if Skeens can steal a game, the whole series changes. That's what I will say. If Skeens steals a game, the whole series changes. Because Deception's pitching staff is better than Cucumber's.
And that
so,
is,
like he said, if it does get dragged out, we might see some guys from Cucumber's bullpen that he might not necessarily have wanted to put in.
And I for one, I mean, I'm more familiar with Deceptions. I saw a lot more of Deceptions streams than Cucumbers, but I didn't play Deceptions. I did play Cucumber. But I was about to say is I think if Deceptions pitching staff does get an opportunity to ride out the series, this could fare well for him. I personally am, and again, I'm still fairly new to who's good and who's not. I know these guys are 2 of the top 5. I'm expecting a good series. I know they played earlier. You know, I watched the stream for a little bit. So I think with how Cucumbers is locked in and how Deceptions is able to adapt and is able to make adjustments, I feel like the series is going to be pretty close. I really can't give a prediction on how it'll end or who will win, but I'm really hoping that we at least get a 6-game series, at least.
It's only 5.
Oh, it's only 5. You're right. Yeah, I'm tripping. So then at least a 4-game series.
Yep.
I will say this: the X factor for deceptions will be. I know it's gonna sound kind of weird me saying the exact opposite of what I said with Nesquik, where I'm saying Nesquik needs to have at bats, build up pitches. Well, Cucumber knows that Deceptions is a patient guy at the plate, and he wants to do that. He wants to have at bats. He wants to build up pitches. He's going to attack Deceptions in the zone early, and Deceptions knows that. Is he going to be able to take advantage of early strikes with his power hitters? And if he can, he gives himself a chance.
And if he can't, this might be a quick series. So we will.
because I've seen Deceptions beat Cucumber. I've seen them have close games, and I've seen them get murdered. So it's really based off of whether or not Deceptions is able to capitalize on those early inning, strikes. In the years before, it was with Mike Trout or Jose Ramirez. Now it's going to have to be with guys like Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, it will be a very interesting series, to say the least, whether it's a sweep, whether it drags out to 5, whether it's 4-2.
I will be tuned in regardless.
Or, what is it, 3-2? But yeah, I will be tuned in. Obviously, I'll try my best to broadcast it depending on when
Who do you have lined up for Game 1 Deceptions? Do you have Skeens?
No, I have Ric Flair lined up for Game 1.
Woo!
So is Skeens coming Game 2 or Game 3?
Skeens is coming Game 3.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's going to be very important for Deceptions to steal one of those first two games.
Yep.
So that way Skeens can come in and it's tied up 1-1, and that can be kind of like the tipping point. And then you put Cucumber in a must-win back-to-back. But you're going to be, because he's going to have the home field advantage, right? So then you'll have the Game 4 in Seattle.
He was the 4 seed, yes. So yes, he has.
Yeah, so you'll have Game 3 at home with Skeens. That's probably I'd probably favor you in that game, honestly. If you'd be favored in any game. So you got to try to steal one of those. Get the Skeens game, and then and then you got to win 1 out of 2.
It's gonna be an exciting series, man. It's gonna be an exciting series, regardless.
Here's Benoit with the peer pressure.
Are we looking at playing today? What are we looking at, man?
I don't know, man. I asked him. He said that he thought he was about to play 2K, but if Benoit peer pressures him enough, maybe we can get at least 1 in. We'll see.
Ooh, this would be a great Friday night stream. I'm telling you that much, man. I don't know. Cucumber said, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm not playing this series. You just played an entire 3-game series, and now it's starting to get late. They're trying to kind of, look. Benoit is Deception's friend. He's trying to kind of throw a bone here, and try to catch Cucumber.
Oh.
Yep, there it is. Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, actually, I was like, no, sir. No, sir. Exactly. Yep.
He might have been tuned into the stream.
He was, because he said we were killing it on the commentary.
That's funny.
So he was definitely tuning into the stream. Fuck, he said, actually, fuck that. I'm not playing. Man.
Oh shit.
Well, at least we got an entertaining series. It's again, he's trying to sneak me. It sets up the potential for a tremendous World Series, VBL 2026 Season 1. We had some surprises. We had pretenders. We had contenders. We had apparently people that didn't exist in the league being in the league. So yeah, I mean, year 1, in my opinion, was phenomenal. What do you guys think? What are some of the things that you guys would count as highlights of this first season?
It's been
Well,
fantastic for
honestly,
me.
I think
It's been
it's
fantastic.
been the emergence of all of the new blood in the league. You know, there's a lot of new people in the and at least for me, because I didn't play in the league last year. There might have been people last year, but even if they were in there last year, they're still new to me. So it was nice to be able to play a lot of new people. You know what I mean? And kind of, that's kind of the fun to me, figuring out the puzzle pieces. What are people good at? What are people bad at? What are their good pitch? How do they pitch? How do they hit? That's the fun to me of this league. And it's nice to get some new people and kind of get that new puzzle to try and unlock.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been the highlight for me of the season.
Yeah, my personal experience, tremendous growth, a lot of fun. I was competitive in some games up until when my bullpen had to come in. But overall, just love being a part of the league. To the point where deceptions has helped me since last season, last cover, with the league, multiple leagues actually at that. And this year I started one, but we shut it down just because I was just so locked in on VBL, focused on VBL, doing PTG, on the side and a couple other on the side. But I'm just so bought into VBL because it's just been such a great experience. I've gotten better. The community is great. Yeah, man, I feel like this year was great. You're right. There was a lot of emergence of some new blood because there were some folks that I saw that weren't in last year because I joined in late last year. But overall, yeah, I feel like this year this first season went by super quick. And I feel the activity was tremendous. I feel the amount of competitive games and the amount of competitive series that were great. And I feel like the playoffs have been pretty dope as well. Yeah.
I will say this. I think they changed from having, because the seasons used to be 4 weeks long and not 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I used to always say we should shorten the season to 3 weeks because a lot of times that last week, the activity wasn't very high.
Yeah.
And all it did was it kind of extended the seasons an extra week to where it adds up to where, if you have an extra week a season, you do 4 seasons. If you did 3-week seasons, that's an extra season you get in the same amount of time. Now you get to do 5 seasons in that amount. Right? And then also people who kind of maybe, if you didn't have the best season, now you don't have to wait an extra week. You can get back into it, refresh, new season starts, and try to have a change. Because I've definitely seen people who are playing guys season 1 and then they get a good draft pick or 2.
Yeah.
And season 2, 3, and 4, they're off and running and they're playoff teams for the rest of the year. So
yeah,
that's what's going to be most interesting to me in the next couple seasons.
It's good. It's definitely going to be
once that
fun.
update hits, that's really the linchpin of the rest of the year is that first big update.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think Deceptions is going to go and play some 2K, man.
Gotta hear myself. Great talking to you, though, man. I might join for the World Series. It just kind of depends on my schedule.
I'd like to do my own commentary, but that's what my stream is for. So yeah, but it was a pleasure being on, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys as well. And congratulations on the World Series appearance, brother. Congratulations on the playoff appearances for you as well, Grapes. But yeah, again, thank y'all very much for joining me, man. Y'all have a great night.
Awesome, you too, buddy.
Thank you, brother. There you have it, folks. The World Series is set up. 2 great teams, 2 great users. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a great experience. VBL. If you want to join, man, hit up the commissioner, hit up our members. We have a wait list, but definitely worth a try, definitely worth a join. Folks, thank you very much for the support, for tuning in. We were on stream for 2 hours and 30 minutes, never went under 5 viewers. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate the love. I really appreciate the support. To everybody out there that has tuned in, commented, liked, shared the stream, thank y'all very much. And to those of y'all that have joined me throughout the streams, I appreciate y'all as well for giving me your time. that is what makes me feel amazing about it, is that you guys give me your time and allow me to be in your daily routine or in your daily, daily activities. The fact that you guys give me even 10 minutes of your time is greatly appreciated. But with that being said, man, we will be coming to y'all with some great World Series coverage. Hopefully, we get some more guest hosts and some more guest commentators. But yeah, man, once again, forever grateful for everything, for all the support that you guys have shown me, and for all the love that everybody's giving me in the VBL and obviously with my channel. Thank y'all very much. Yeah, man, y'all have a great